Dang it, guys. I accidentally ended the stream. Darn it, darn it, darn it.
This is not the only evidence I have. I have tons. And I'm going to refute everything these people have been saying because I did my due diligence. This is just one piece. Drip, drip, you mother. These mother. They never cared. None of this has ever been about Charlie Kirk and his death. They don't care. It's been about destroying a right wing NGO that they think he's helpful to. That's all they care about. Provably. And they're willing to work with leftists to do it. That's their own words over and over and over and over. Drip, drip, mother.
Most wallets still plug into the same system we were trying to escape in the first place. And that's why Rumble built Rumble Wallet. It's a self-custodial wallet that lives inside an ecosystem that actually defends free speech and financial freedom. No bank holding your balance, not even Rumble can touch your funds. This is your money, on your keys, on your terms. So if you're serious about sovereignty, financial and digital, this is where you level up. Go to wallet.rumble.com or search Rumble Wallet in your app store, download it, back up your recovery phrase, and move your money where it belongs, in your hands.
What these people have done to Kirk's family and to his organization, even though Kirk himself was terrified leftists were going to kill him, said so over and over publicly, did everything that he could to get people to understand how dangerous the left was, how psychotic they were, how much they radicalized people, these progressive, into murdering conservatives. They just threw all that out the window for this one stupid message that was shown. But they didn't have the full context because the night before, what Charlie Kirk thought was that the left was going to try to kill him. Crazy. There's a lot of unprecedented things which have happened online recently that have never been done before. The debate between myself and Candace was completely unprecedented. To my knowledge, nothing like that's ever happened before. Where in order to get answers, somebody was willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars of their own money to prove to the world that the other side was full of shit.
Yo, Andrew Wilson, do you really think you have $300,000 to pay Candace on spot like that? You really think we're gonna believe that you you paid Candace this $300,000 out of your own pocket as a TPUSA alleged shill? Go in there, seriously? Like, I'm so sick of hearing this. I paid her $300,000 out of my own pocket. Prove it that was out of your own pocket. I want to see every wire transfer, every bank transfer, everything that you didn't get paid that money yourself to go and fucking do this debate. Bro, get real, dude. Like, I doubt you had $300,000 of your own freaking cash to give Candace for that debate. Just, I 100% doubt it, dude. Prove it to me. Me, myself, and I, my little small channel, prove it. Jesus Christ, bro. Look, my cat don't even believe it. He had to come say what's up because he's showing you his ass because of that. Better knock that shit off, Andrew. The IRS is gonna come check you out now because you're over here bragging too much. You better chill out, bro. To the people who are coming into the stream, my bad. I accidentally ended the stream when I was trying to end the video I was doing. So my bad, fellas. Okay, my bad. Okay. I appreciate everybody for being here. We're gonna go over some more stuff. I accidentally ended the stream when I was trying to end the video I was recording. So my bad, everybody. But we're here. We're here, and we are in good spirits, somewhat. I am just so sick of hearing. What up? You just call me a hoe, Wisconsin? Oh, that's not cool, bro. But welcome in, bro. God, I'm sick of these fucking flies, man. All right. We're back. Sorry guys, I had to reset everything because I accidentally ended the stream. That was from the cat show. Yeah, bro. I really just doubt that Andrew Wilson had $300,000 just to immediately wire Candace Owens to do that debate. But okay, and he just keeps saying it like it's true. Like I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm just fixing the title quick.
And a bunch of liars and refused to do their due diligence. Whole thing was unprecedented. The fact that this sham investigation by these people, which was always a sham, it was always lies, it was always bullshit right from the very beginning, has to be refuted by the few sane people who are left is also unprecedented. How I always end up being a part of these unprecedented things, I don't exactly know. Maybe it's because I like to question the questioners. Metatron here, preach. Yes, the left, Charlie, and they are also the ones who laughed about it, and Candace is supporting the enemy for money, 100%. That's a massive glass of water, bro. Love it in 1SB. Well, I got to stay hydrated, you know. Thank you for the truth. God bless. Do not back down. I'm not going to back down. Like I said, that debate will age like fine wine. These people can lob all the personal attacks at me that they want. They can clip me out of context. They can pretend I'm a monster.
Dude, it's funny you're talking about clipping someone out of context when you just clipped Charlie out of context. Let me record this one more time, okay? So since you want to sit here and say that we're clipping you out of context, let's go to what you just tried to show in this video, Mr. Andrew Pickles Wilson, and see what you tried to clip out of context here. Ready? Hold on.
The last couple of weeks, but before the facts came out with the Smollett case, is he's a victim and we cannot question it. This is real victimhood. I mean,
they're going to do everything they possibly can to try to,
says Charlie. That's who they are. They want.
That's part of the game.
Right
of
here.
The purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family. Those people.
That's a reference to the left, by the way. That's a reference to left-wingers. That's who these people are, says Charlie. That's.
Why are you skipping, Andrew?
Listen again.
There's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family. Those people don't bother me. We get almost every day. That's part of the game of the space that I'm in.
Okay.
Charlie Kirk again.
Oh, you're stopping it a little early there, bud, okay? God damn, son. Just kidding. You're stopping a little early there, bud, okay? Let's go to the full context clip here. That would be fantastic.
Well, so there's two types of haters. There's the.
That fan
I'm trying to
sucks.
find a nice way to say this, but I'm not going to say it. There's
I can say it for you.
Yeah, there's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family.
Oh.
That, like...
I don't have those kind of haters.
Yeah, I know. Those people don't bother me, whatever.
See, my haters are nothing now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they have weapons. We get death threats almost every day. That's part of the game.
Did he not say it doesn't bother him, right?
Haters are nothing now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they whatever.
See, my haters are nothing now.
Yeah, exactly. Those people don't bother me, whatever.
Wait, what did he say?
Those people don't bother me, whatever.
Wait, what? Again?
I know. Those people don't bother me, whatever.
See, my haters are nothing now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You know, they have weapons. We get death threats almost every day. That's part of the game of the space that I'm in. The other type of haters, though, are the ones that are the close proximity ones. And these are the ones I know. Or said that I could not succeed. That is a whole different. Those actually get my attention.
Yeah.
Just like the random troubled person on a campus, whatever.
So the
Oh, okay. So the random troubled person on the campus, whatever. You know, the leftist jihadist guys, they don't bug me. These people are close to me. Right? What a good, You know, what a good message here you're sending, Andrew, taking clips out of context. Because right after he just said that, he said, well, no, those don't bug me. The people that really bug me are the people that are close to me, that are plotting on me. Those are the dangerous ones.
Saying that he's concerned about leftists. Him.
Charlie, how often do these types of attacks happen against
Well,
conservatives?
far too often, and this one was one of the more brutal ones we've seen recently. And the narrative in the media in the last couple of weeks, but before the facts came out with the Smollett case, is he's a victim and we cannot question it. This is real victimhood. I mean, this is a student that was in the public square because he was tabling and recruiting for conservative values for our Turning Point USA chapter at UC Berkeley, which ironically was the original birthplace of the free speech movement, 30 or 40 years ago. But unfortunately, college campuses have not become safe places for conservatives.
College campuses are not safe places for conservatives. Why? Because, well, leftists doing bad things. That's why.
So
by the way,
basically, he's just going to continue to take all these clips out of context. He's going to play this one about Baron Coleman. Yeah, we'll listen to this. We'll go to text messages, and that's about it for this. I mean, this is so crazy.
well, actually, I'll just show it to you. How's that?
One thing it was such a hard, tough, straight ticket voting.
Yeah.
I think that's changed. I don't think you have that much straight ticket voting as you had this time.
Yeah, historically, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Again, I think there was so much frustration with the way Trump's been treated among Republicans and glee among Democrats, frankly. So much frustration with the way Kavanaugh was treated in particular. They went out there and said no Democrat benefits. I mean, your average Republican voter went out there and said, I'm not voting for a Democrat at any level for anything. I mean, I took that attitude in there, Steve, frankly. I'm partisan. People know that. But in the past, I've historically split my ticket up a little bit.
I've historically split my ticket up a little bit.
See somebody on the other side that's a little better, I think.
Yeah. If he sees somebody on the other side, he's going to vote for him. If he thinks that they're better just a little bit, right?
Talk about people who.
And throughout this video, he's just constantly taking this separatist viewpoint of no, like the left is just, you cannot ever vote for them. Don't mess with them. They're just stupid. Like we're on the right. We're only on the right. That's what his viewpoint is, which is a person on the left or a person on the right can both like have good viewpoints, right? Just because you're on the left doesn't mean you're crazy trying to end the world weird like some of these other people, right? Just like some of these people on the right aren't like these crazy right-wing people who just have, someone's, it rhymes with CB, their dich and their milk going, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So we're going to get in that. He's going to bring up these text messages now, right?
25. Not the major message I'm going to show you, but this one was from the spring of 2025. This is between Charlie Kirk and a friend of his. And here's what it says. This was forwarded to Charlie. Right-wing loser Charlie Kirk is going to be at ISU tomorrow, and I'm going to kill him. Legal intent to murder. Arrest me. Says to his friend, I'm sorry the Illinois trip is in jeopardy after all of this type of crap. His friend says, oh my God, such lunatics. No worries, stay safe. Kirk says the left is reaching a dangerous point. The left is reaching a dangerous point. Now, that's from the spring of 2025. I already showed you evidence. Him anything like never. He never publicly stated that once, but he often publicly stated. Kirk. His security team says, yes, law enforcement's been fully supportive and has agreed to the security plan and posture. Tomorrow's event will be covered by both my team and Campus PD. If additional support is required, patrol units will be available. You see this message here? This is in response to Kirk saying, thank you. The threats are higher than ever. His security team says, I have 11 on site. Okay, great, says Kirk. Delicately remind them that they are there for one person's security only. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. Just so you are aware, says the security team, I will be strict with allowing people in our bubble. I can't have distractions in there, as we spoke of earlier. We are here for one priority. I've got you. I'll do all of my power to make sure that is extremely difficult. Kirk not only knew that there was tons of threats from the left coming in at him, but he consciously told his security team he knew that there was threats from the left coming at him. But his final concern about who was going to kill him, he wasn't worried about him. He wasn't worried about France killing him. He wasn't worried about anybody except the left killing him. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me, he said.
Yeah, so I mean, he just brings this up and he says that I'll let him finish out this last statement here. It's obvious that Erica has him wrapped around his finger, or allegedly, right? I mean, how is he getting these text messages? He's just getting them, right? I mean, it's crazy what happens when you're just nice to people. He said, "Okay,
to get the leftists that did kill him off the hook, even though all evidence pointed exactly at what Charlie did the day before he died. Somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. He knew it." And what these people have done, even though all evidence pointed exactly at what Charlie Kirk thought was going to happen to him, which was the left him, have done everything they can to get the leftists that did kill him off the hook. But they care about Charlie Kirk. They care about him.
Can you prove that Tyler was leftist? I mean, according to Lance on the stand, he didn't even say that they talked about politics. Right? Grew up in a right-wing house. Also, one thing that always comes to my mind is like, okay, well, yeah, I get it. You have these texts. Cool. Understand. Why is it that Andrew Colvett told Candace Owens that she was next, or it was supposed to be her? Why is TPUSA acting so weird? It's just so slam dunk and shut. Why didn't Erica send Candace these messages? The one that's a little bit bigger than Andrew Colvett or Andrew Wilson, the one that's been doing this investigation the whole time, because it's pretty obvious that Andrew Wilson has watched none of Candace Owens' content at all. I don't know. You wanted to play the out of context clip? I played the in context clip. He was worried about both, Andrew. That's why we're not saying that we're not going to be exploring the possibilities of the left. What's really suspicious is you're not exploring any other possibilities at all. What happened to Kash Patel shutting down any investigation into foreign involvement? That's kind of weird. Why are the feds taking this case when it's a state case and every sort of jurisdictional value there is? Why is there other evidence popping up that kind of contradicts other evidence? Again, we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going to happen until more evidence comes out. The fact that people who are just asking questions, literal, actual, valid questions, and are researching and getting, evidence or, things that kind of help support the theories, you're just shutting them down right away. That's what's not right. Because, if you really want to get to the bottom of it, you're going to have to see if there's any other things that happened, right? That's what the cops usually do. Is there any other co-conspirators? Is there any other reasons this could have happened? Is there any other players? The term useful idiot, right? These radical leftists, these people who do these insane things, sometimes are made to look like radical leftists or Muslims, because certain powers that be want to make it look like that for some reason. Smart people know what that reason is, okay? Yes, this is the Whatever Podcast guy. Let's listen to a little bit more of this, then I'm done watching this fucking weird guy.
I just showed you more evidence of a real conspiracy than Candace Owens has shown you since she started her great inquiry. This is not the only evidence I have. I have tons, and I'm going to refute everything these people have been saying because I did my due diligence. This is just one piece. Drip, drip, you mother... Was terrified leftists were going to kill him, said so over and over publicly, did everything that he could to get people to understand how dangerous the left was, how psychotic they were, how much they radicalized people, these progressive, into murdering conservatives. They just threw all that out the window for this one stupid message that was shown. But they didn't have the full context because the night before, what Charlie Kirk thought was that the left was going to try to kill him. Crazy. There's a lot of unprecedented things which have happened online recently that have never been done before. The debate between myself and Candace was completely unprecedented. To my knowledge, nothing like that's ever happened before. Where in order to get answers, somebody was willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars of their own money to prove to the world that the other side was full of shit.
Again, Andrew, I think you're full of shit, okay? Show me the bank transfer. I want to see every bank transfer that has that, like, no indoctored anything, nothing, no doctored anything. Show me that you spent your own money. I would really like you to prove you spent your own money. Are you sure some NGO, the same, right-wing NGO that you're talking about, allegedly didn't give you that $300,000? Because they've raised almost $1 billion, I'm sure, by now. I think they could give it up, right? I really doubt that you gave her $300,000 of your own money. Doubt it.
And a bunch of liars and refused to do their due diligence. Whole thing was unprecedented. The fact that this sham investigation by these people, which was always a sham, it was always lies, it was always bullshit right from the very beginning, has to be refuted by the few sane people who are left is also unprecedented. How I always end up being a part of these unprecedented things, I don't exactly know. Maybe it's because I like to question the questioners. Metatron here, preach. Yes, the left killed Charlie, and they are also the ones who laughed about it, and Candace is supporting the enemy for money, 100%. That's a massive glass of water, bro. Love it. N1SB. Well, I got to stay hydrated,
Yeah, it sounds good. You paid $300,000. Yeah, it sounds good, Andrew. Okay. Again, like I said, though, why didn't you play the in context full clip of Charlie saying, yeah, you got these left wing, red haired jihadists, blah, 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 who want to kill me. I get death threats every day. It's fine. He stops it there. But he didn't play the part where he said, but the people who worry me the most are the people who were close to me that betrayed me, that are plotting against me. Two things can be true at once, Andrew. People on the left gave him death threats, wanted to kill him. But there could also be people who betrayed him. Right? People that also wanted to kill him from his own side. I must say, he likes to question the questioners. Well, why don't you, question, okay, look at our questions. Why was Erica Kirk, a week after this happened, in the office laughing about merch sales and on Zoom calls with people? Why is she out here trying to make events and coming out here making a spectacle of everything, taking the mic that he got shot with, putting in a box, $10,000 a plate at a dinner? Why did they put the same tent out that he got unalived in outside of the event so people could take pictures under it? Why is she intimidating people who used to work at TPUSA, allegedly intimidating people, by sending private investigators to their house to take pictures of their license plates and other things, which we also covered on this stream? Why is everybody, and fifth, why is everybody trying to create the same old narrative? Then when there's a lie that's exposed, you gotta regroup and come up with a little bit of a new narrative, right? Huh. Why'd Andrew Colvett tell Candace that she was next, or her and Tucker need to lay low? How would Andrew Colvett know that? If the left was plotting it, they wouldn't know anything. Andrew Colvett wouldn't even know. You could only say that to a person if you had some sort of insider source or evidence to support that claim, right, Andrew? You like to talk about positive evidence to support your claim. Why would someone tell Candace that unless they had someone tell them that, or they had foreknowledge of something that was going to happen, allegedly? I don't know, man. If you want to go see the video, go to the Crucible, watch it yourself, but I think it's pretty distasteful. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, man. Like, share, subscribe. Are these text messages, just the beginning of what he has, or is he going to show more? Does Erica have Andrew wrapped around his little finger now? allegedly. Let me know what you guys think about the out of context clips. Just let me know what you guys think in general. Did Andrew win the debate? Did Candace win? Or, you know, let me know what your guys' position is, man. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. All right. Sorry I had to get that video done, y'all. So we're done with this part, basically.
Thank you for the truth. God bless. Do not back down. I'm not going to back down. Like I said, that debate will age like fine wine. These people can lob all the personal attacks at me that they want. They can clip me out of context. They can pretend I'm a monster.
Dude, you just clipped Charlie out of context. Like, oh my God, I can't. All right, let's see what Candace had to say quick.
But it's just the lies, the attacks, the full-time influencer, the ring of influence. All right, you guys, happy Thursday. Last show before we go on a break for a week. I have a lot to say, a lot to share. I'm just over here reflecting on everything that Turning Point USA has put me through in the last 11 months. How completely unacceptable it is. I don't know, it's because I'm getting like fatter, more pregnant. I do get a little bit angrier when I'm growing a boy. But it's just the lies, the attacks, the full-time influencer, the ring of influencers that are going after my family, journalists, working with them to insert stories about me, implying that I'm the true assassin of Charlie Kirk. It just can't stand, at least not today. Andrew Kolvetz, by the way, is lying so badly. He brought on Andrew Wilson, who I debated last Friday, onto their Beavis and Butthead platform. And he tries to smear me. I'm talking about Andrew Kolvetz, not Andrew Wilson. He tries to smear me as a Hitler lover.
I think we already watched this, so we can just go on something else. I don't know what's really going on with the Andrew Tate situation. Skeeter G might be worse than Gideon. Oh, we can react to this.
At this point, most of the people watching this video have seen the EDP 445 documentary, and significantly, for the last couple of days.
Hey, y'all, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. Oh, camera. All right, let's see here. All right. I don't know how this goes here with this. Let's see what he has to say about it, man. 5 days ago, 128 views. So there's been a lot of controversy going on like Gideon. Make sure you guys double tap your screens if you're getting into the stream, by the way. Anyone new to the stream, double tap your screen, say what's up in the chat, support the channel, hit subscribe. We're on the road to 20K subs. But there's been a lot of controversy surrounding like Gideon and these predator catchers, these people who are catching these predators and allegedly using like actual minors to talk to them. Using like actual minors to talk to these predators and lure them to where they're going. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to fix my camera here. And so there's been a lot of controversy, especially around Gideon, with the EDP situation and everything else. And apparently this guy's saying Skeeter G might be worse. Let's listen to what he has to say quick. Let me get this video started though. All right, we all know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Gideon and these predator catchers. Someone just made a video apparently saying that Skeeter G might be worse. Is this a banger video? I don't know. Are these allegations true? I don't know, but we're going to go over it.
Days, people have been focused on the 2 separate botched sting attempts that were made in an effort to catch EDP trying to hook up with a minor. Now, Gideon has been put under a lot of scrutiny. He's made a response video that did not go over well either, but there was also someone else involved in his sting that we don't really seem to be talking about, and that individual is Skeeter Gene, or as he calls himself, Skeet Hansen.
My name is Skeeter Gene, also known as Skeet Hansen. I am a professional Chris Hansen impersonator on YouTube.
Now, in the documentary, Skeeter Gene is referred to as the most popular or most successful predator catcher on YouTube. And I realized while I was on a live stream with creator Cope and Seethe, shout out to them, that I had yet to even look up Skeeter Gene's YouTube. And so that's what I did. And I'm going to tell you right now that you are not going to be prepared for this in the exact same way that I wasn't. This is Skeeter Gene's YouTube. Obviously, you can see him there, posing up in his purple suit that he really likes that kind of just makes him look like a magician. And right off the bat here, I just want to go over a few of the titles and thumbnails that you can see here. For example, playing a Predator in Mortal Kombat 1, if he loses, I call the cops. But the one I specifically want to go over with you guys today here is this one in the center. Playing a Predator in Mario Kart, if he loses, I call the cops. Now I'm going to show you guys the intro for this video as he words it himself, because it is very important that you understand how he's outlined this, what he implies in that, and how this video actually ends. But with all of that being said, let's get into Skeeter Gene's video here.
On one lonesome Saturday night, he showed up to our Sting house to play some Mario Kart. We all got together, had some laughs, and got down on some good old-fashioned split-screen gaming. It really was a good old time. Matt had a lot of fun, the decoys had a lot of fun, I personally had a blast, and most important of all, the police had a good old time when they arrived on scene. But, unfortunately, as we all know, all good things must come to an end.
First things first, it comes off that Skeeter writes his own intros and is also bad at writing the intros, or he is completely riffing it and maybe there is something funny in how bad it is. Maybe this is a fun bad thing that he's doing intentionally. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. But the other thing,
I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind Skeeter Gene's channel, bro. Like these are child predators. These should be like, who cares if someone's doing like one of these videos? Is regardless, it's all for like getting the clicks. Like if he loses, I call the cops. Like they're gonna call cops no matter what, bro.
talking about how the cops have a good time when they show up, I just need to tell you guys right now that that is not true. He is lying. They didn't have a good time. As a matter of fact, they told him that it would be ideal if he were to close up shop instead of trying to catch any more predators.
If we get another one tonight, can you guys come do a report on that one as well, or?
I would recommend just closing down shop.
Okay.
That's what I would say. All right?
I gotcha.
All right.
Trying not to spoil too much of this video here, but kind of moving on, they start going into the prep work and they've got these decoys set up. And a very, real thing about this video is that they absolutely catch someone who you would consider a predator. And this predator, unfortunately for himself, looks just like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
As you can see here, I mean, just look at those glasses. Like, look at this guy. Says he also says he hasn't been touched in 2 years, and I'm pretty sure you can see why. He's just got these total fishbowl glasses. I can't even keep a straight face. Look at this.
Now I know I'm really picking at the smallest stuff here, but the iPad being smudged so badly and them just not throwing up a photo of the guy on screen is just crazy. I know this is kind of the pot calling the kettle black situation, being I don't do a whole.
I'm sorry, bro. I was gonna do a video on this, but it's pretty clear that this guy's just making a video about this to just call out the stupidest shit, bro. I doubt that anything's really awesome in this video at all.
Skeeter needs a little more out of this before they bring in the cavalry, before they bring in the actual law enforcement that they...
Yeah, what am I even watching, bro? Bruh, I can't with this shit. 100 and something thousand views in a few days. Oh shit, bro. I was gonna watch this last night. Maybe I should go over this too. Wait, what's this? Sorry, guys. My computer's good. I lost my child. Damn. Damn. That's sad, bro. Damn, we're gonna have to go over that, bro. So here's a video of Andrew Wilson on PBD podcast, Pat, whatever the fuck, bro. That's why I said PBD, because I cannot pronounce it. Andrew Wilson shares heartbreaking story on how he lost his only son. Let's get into it. Unusual thoughts. Appreciate you finding this clip, bro. But what?
And he died in a car accident.
You got to be kidding me.
No. Nope.
I am so sorry to hear that. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's no harm, no foul. He didn't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, when he was, so I had him since he was basically 2. This was Rachel's youngest son. So yeah. So I had him since he was 2. When he was 10, he went over to watch a movie at a friend's house. His friend was the same age. They went to school together. While they were both over watching the movie, the older brother stole a car, his parents' car, put him inside of it, took it out on the road, and basically hightailed it into a tree and crushed him to death. So the other kid who was driving, he went out the front window.
The other 10-year-old?
No, he wasn't 10. This was the 10-year-old's older brother.
But the 10-year-old was in the car as well?
Nope, he wasn't.
What? Why did he take his brother's best friend?
What the police said,
it's a little weird.
Yeah, this is what this kind of the speculation was you know how younger kids look up to older kids? You know what I mean? That basically he wanted to impress the 14-year-old by, I'll go with you.
Or the 10-year-old wanted to impress the 14-year-old.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Did the older kid, the one that flew out the window, pass away as well?
No.
Oh, wow.
He made it?
He made it, yeah. Thank God he made it. He had a broken arm. He went out the windshield. He had a broken arm.
Good kid.
I'm not sure that I would say that. He ended up being something of a delinquent. I don't know what his story is now because you're talking about almost I think 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was the most kind of like heart-wrenching, awful, horrific experience that you can imagine. I remember I was coming home essentially from looking for him. So my wife called me frantically and was like, hey, we can't get a hold of him. What's going on? Can you go over and check? I said, sure. I went over, checked. He's not here. So she called the police. The police were out looking. And I remember driving up to the driveway and there was cop cars there. And I was like, oh, great. They got him, So, I walk inside and the cops were still in the cruisers. And I came up to the front door. And they came walking up and, they didn't have him with him. And the first thing the cop said was, I have some very bad news. And she knew right then and there. She just collapsed. So I told the story once because it's a hard one to remember. But she let out this blood-curdling scream. Just blood-curdling. I'll never forget it as long as I live. It was there's just nothing as horrible as that sound. And anytime I think about it, you know what I mean? It still makes basically the hairs on my back of my neck stand up. It's just a scream of agony, just emotional agony. And it was crushing. It was just absolutely devastating.
How long did it take for her? And I know the answer is never, but how long did it take for her to get back to actually being able to do the day-to-day stuff?
Yeah, I remember talking. I was very lucky. The person who ran the funeral home, he was a former police officer. He was a sniper in the police force, in fact. And he sat me down and he explained how all this works. He says, listen, I've seen this many times before, and I'm going to tell you a bunch of things.
That night he's telling you?
This was the next day. When we had made the funeral arrangements and this and that. He said, can you come in and meet with us? Or it was the day after, I don't remember. But one of those, within 2 days of it. So I went in and sat down with him, and I was a mess. I was a mess, and she was really a mess. And anyway, I sat down with him. He said, I'm going to tell you some things. He said, they're going to be really hard, but I need you to understand. He said, the first thing is, she's never going to be the same. Ever. Just never. She'll find a new normal. And the person that you love is still in there. But it's never going to be the same for her. Life's never going to be the same for her. Food's not going to quite taste the same again. The air she breathes isn't going to be as fresh as it ever could be, right? That's just what the new normal is going to be. And he said, your job is to take care of all of this so that she doesn't have to. That's your job. So do your job. And I said, okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow. Yeah, you witness these things, and you see somebody going through it, and it is a very, very difficult thing to go through. And I'm assuming that guy who had that conversation was a cop sniper. You said,
yeah, yeah. He used. Interestingly enough, I was talking to one of your security team members outside. I'm a bit of a gun nut myself, and we kind of. Second, I was talking to this director. He was kind of telling me a little bit about his backstory, and I think it was just kind of put me at ease. They were using M1 carbines when he was in the force as snipers. M1 carbines. That's what the police.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what the police officers were issuing at the time. Open sight. They had no scopes, no nothing. And he had a couple of barricaded suspect situations where he had to take the the perp out with an M1 carbine, and I was just like, that kind of blew me away.
I mean, bro, like, if this did happen, I feel very, very sorry for you, Andrew, bro. No one should ever bury a kid. It is what it is, bro. That's very sad. How do you go from talking about your kid to, like, talking about the security guard outside and his gun, like, and just going off on a tangent about that? Like, this weird to me, bro. Like, oh, it put me at ease because I seen your security guard out there was in the military and they blah 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 blah, and it's like, I don't know. And then he like, the story in the beginning wasn't making sense, bro. Am I tripping? Let's go back and listen to that real quick. Right here, I think it was. Oh my God.
Do you have a son?
I did. He died in an accident. When he was 10, he died in a car accident.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
I am so sorry.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll go with you.
Oh, the 10-year-old wanted to impress the 14-year-old.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Did the older kid?
He said it wasn't the 10-year-old.
Basically, he wanted to impress the 14-year-old.
10-year-old was in the car as well?
Nope, he wasn't.
What?
Why did he take his brother's best friend?
What the police said,
it's a little weird.
Yeah, this is what the speculation was how younger kids look up to older kids, you know what I mean? That basically he wanted to impress the 14-year-old by I'll go with you.
Oh, the 10-year-old wanted to impress the 14-year-old.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Did the older kid, the one that flew out the window, pass away as well?
No.
Oh wow.
He made it?
I don't know. Anyways, bro, at the end of the day, bro, Andrew Wilson, hate that you lost son, bro. Sad story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not even going to say what I feel like saying. Oh, God. 60 Minutes Australia uploaded a video of the main woman behind Andrew Tate, former close confidante, whatever the fuck. Can I watch this? Can I watch 60 Minutes on my stream or what? I don't want to get cut out. Hold on. All right, bet. I just don't want my video to get taken down, you know.
Wanted to do it. She willingly signed up for a job you'd think no woman in their right mind would ever agree to do. Publicising and defending self-confessed proud misogynist, accused rapist and human trafficker, Andrew Tate, and his equally disgraceful brother Tristan. Matthias started working for the pair 4 years ago, and by doing so was given an extraordinary insight into their world of depravity. The Tates are currently locked up in a Florida jail, fighting extradition back to the UK. After hearing what Matteo Petrescu has to say about their exploits, you might understand why authorities believe prison is the best place for them. No one else can brag about and encourage abuse quite like Andrew Tate. Slap,
grab, choke, shut up, bitch, sex.
The manosphere pinup boy loves to tell the world how he treats.
Bro, how big of a mouth he has, bro. Oh my god, they are gonna take all these clips and just throw them at him, bro. Oh my god. They are gonna play the craziest shit he said, watch.
How little he thinks of women.
And before you call me a misogynist, by the way, this is all female doing.
So, looking at this photograph, you might assume what it depicts. But guess again, because the woman sitting between Andrew and his brother Tristan isn't a victim, she was an enabler.
I don't have a single bad word to say about them in their behavior towards me.
I find that interesting. So they have this public persona of denigrating women, but what, they treat you well because they need you to clean up their mess?
I was being paid to clean up their mess. They didn't have to be nice. Whether I was being loverboyed, I don't know.
Matea Petrescu is a baffling contradiction. For 3.5 years, she had a job most women would consider a nightmare. Matea was Andrew and Tristan Tate's publicist.
Because women can't fucking drive. I told you. I fucking told you.
He doesn't think he's done anything wrong.
It's just crazy how a guy can go up to a camera and like what all guys would say together. Like if there's a group of guys together and we're messing around, we're talking shit like, oh, women can't drive, probably will come out of their mouth. It's crazy how they're playing this clip, trying to paint him as like, oh, so just because he said women can't drive means I'm a woman abuser or I'm a bad, I treat women terribly. Like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure every guy to their okay, so you and your girlfriend are in the truck. Your girlfriend asked to drive the truck. Do you not have a feeling of like, oh no, I don't want you to drive? You probably say no most of the time, right? So let's just end it there.
Really?
Yes. I don't think he realizes how bad the stuff he says truly is.
It's not just what he says, it's what he does.
Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit? Why are you getting beaten? Listen. You. Do as I say.
For more than a decade, Andrew Tate has faced allegations of abuse and rape.
I mean, obviously that video is fucked up, you know? Like, obviously, like, that's terrible, right? But I'm just saying what it is when it comes into, you know, like the facts about, you know, whatever the fuck. I shouldn't have smoked before the stream. But anyway, like if I call some bullshit out, I call it out. It is what it is. You can't trust that hoe. Yeah. You might get, what's that one girl who was on the show The Crash on Netflix? Crashed her boyfriend to a tree.
As well as trafficking women into a pornographic webcam empire, first in the UK, then in Romania. But he's repeatedly avoided prosecution, thanks to
I wonder how they've repeatedly avoided it, though. Like, isn't that just weird?
supporters like Matea Petrescu. Tonight, though, she turns her back on him for good and helps solve the mystery of how the vocally violent Tate, allegedly, kept getting away with it. You were in the Tate's corner for years, you defended them. Why have you had a change of heart?
There came a moment where enough was enough, where I hit my limit. There's no smoke without fire, is there?
Her job wasn't only unenviable.
So, like, how much did she get paid? Allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. Let's listen.
It should have been impossible. The Tates recruited Matea in 2022 as they were under criminal investigation by both British and Romanian police. Her task was to somehow keep up the Tates' image.
Andrew decided he wanted to be an A-lister. He wanted to get into A-list event. As I was making the calls and trying to do that, getting most doors slammed in my face, he tweeted, "I miss human trafficking. I miss the adrenaline." And that's when I was like, what am I doing here?
Make your life look fun on
What Matea discovered is a big reason for Tate's brash confidence.
I don't give a shit about having sex with beautiful women. I fuck them so they listen to me, so I can get what I actually want. It's a means to an end.
She says his confounding popularity with young men around the world was also granting Tate extraordinary political influence.
And I'm very close to the Trump family. I know them well, and I spoke to Barron after the incident.
Andrew,
I mean, does anyone even remember what his website was called, bro? Like, because I've never even seen the website. I'm not saying it didn't exist or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I don't ever recall the website name even being put out there.
Tate has long been an outspoken supporter of US President Donald Trump. So, when he and his brother had a 2-year travel ban in Romania lifted last year so they could leave the country during a stalled criminal investigation, many suspected the Trump administration had something to do with it.
What I can say is that I have seen evidence that one of Trump's special envoys was in communication with the Tates on getting the restrictions lifted.
Can you share with me the evidence that you've seen that indicates that there was communication between US officials, Romanian politicians, and the Tates and their team?
I believe that for my own benefit and my own protection, I would like to keep it to that. There were to the lines of a third party saying, I have spoken to that person and we have a green light.
With that in mind, you'd almost forgive the Tate brothers for thinking the US would be the last place where they end up in handcuffs. But when they flew into Miami last month, that's exactly what happened.
First thing I felt was sorry for him because I saw it on his face, that he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe that it's happening.
Andrew and Tristan are now locked up in the US, awaiting extradition to the UK. And it's about
Make sure you guys like the stream, man. Double tap screen.
time, if you ask lawyer Matthew Jury.
I have my very strong view, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Matthew represents 4 of the women who first went to British police more than 10 years ago, accusing Andrew Tate of rape. The way he sees it, British police should have acted long before Tate achieved his infamy.
They utterly failed our clients.
Well, can you take me through that? What did they get wrong?
What didn't they get wrong? I mean, let's start with the time that it took to conduct the investigation. We're talking about close to 4 years. It seems to have just been put on a shelf and forgotten about until Tate appeared on Big Brother here in the UK.
Due to events in the outside world, Andrew has had to leave the Big Brother house.
And there was a scandal and an outrage over a video that was released of him allegedly beating a woman with a belt. And as a consequence of that, that seemed to have reinvigorated the police's interest.
That was in 2016. Soon after, the Tates fled to a seemingly more lenient Romania, leaving Matthew's clients to eventually resort to a civil lawsuit.
They said 15 years ago I did something I wasn't supposed to do and I'm a criminal. But they won't tell me who against. Nobody buys this shit.
You sit here in front of me confident that that proof exists, that you have the evidence?
Based on my opinion and belief, yes. There is an alleged MO that
And again, I'm trying to remain unbiased here, but based on my opinion and my belief, and there allegedly was an MO. Like, bro, you're speaking in, like Andrew Wilson would say, you have no positive evidence, right? Like, what do you mean, like, off of your opinion and your belief, and then allegedly there was evidence? You have to come up and say, no, I have this. As a lawyer, you should at least have something where you can say, no, I have, like, this evidence right now that's been sitting on the judge's desk.
goes across all of those complaints, that they were strangled to the point of unconsciousness during sex, resulting in the blood vessels in their eyes bursting. So there is this pattern of throttling.
Which I have photos of, he should have said, right?
Until the point of unconsciousness.
We almost get desensitized to linking the words rape and assault with the Tates. How important do you think it is for people to realise the details of their alleged crimes?
I think the problem is that the allegations against them become trivialised by the Tates and their supporters. And because they have such a huge platform, people start to think it's a joke.
Tate's former publicist, Matea Petrescu, knows she's partly responsible for that. Not that she's looking for forgiveness. Andrew and Tristan Tate have been accused of rape, human trafficking, underage pornography, heinous, vile acts. How do you sit here now and reflect on that, since you were part of their inner circle, trying to help them curate their image?
I was trying to do crisis management. I was trying to minimize the damage. This is not a redemption arc. I haven't had a sudden attack of conscience or a sudden attack of morality. I knew who I was working with.
Sadly, supporters like Matea, seeing the light to some degree, could be too little, too late. Coming up, the frightening global consequences of Andrew Tate's rise.
I've had students write personal essays on their hero, Andrew Tate. Now, unfortunately, it's become the norm. You hear his name quite a lot.
Matea Petrescu is a proud,
A publicist, an attorney, a doctor. So this is kind of how I positioned myself.
still, it was a peculiar gig for a woman.
The investment is...
Matea was their publicist, and she went above and beyond.
The Tates threatened to disrupt this press conference. Yes.
Oh, did they?
And evidently...
How did they threaten? Do you have evidence of that?
This was her in 2023, ambushing a press conference for lawyers representing the women accusing Tate.
Have you ever been raped? Because if you haven't, I don't think you can truly understand.
Have you? Have you been raped?
Matea knows it won't have won her many fans among women around the world, but she's got her reasons. What inspired you to actually want to work for them?
You know, when somebody knocks at your door and asks you if you want to be the publicist for the highest profile case at the moment, you don't say no, not where I'm coming from.
So no regrets at all?
No, I don't regret what I've done.
Jane Larkin
I mean, still, how is she, like, she hasn't said no evidence. Her and that lawyer both said off my opinion and belief. Which I guess the girl had a bit more, you know, it could have been hearsay with what she was talking about, but I don't know.
These things very differently. They've never met, but there's no doubt Jane's a victim herself of the man whose ideas Matea helped promote.
I actually first heard about Andrew Tate in the classroom, ironically enough.
Jane's a teacher on the Sunshine Coast, and the type of person you'd expect to be a great role model. She's a hard worker and an accomplished athlete. In the classroom, though, she's constantly come off second best to a man whose name she wishes she never learned, because Tate's influence has corrupted her male students.
Fuck you. I've had a student watching pornography in the classroom before. I had a student follow me to my car once. I've had, actually on more than one occasion, a male student tell me that he's masturbated to me and other female teachers and female students, and it's not stuff I want to know.
You're kidding. They actually tell you that they've done that.
Yep, and they're not embarrassed about it.
How do you react to that?
I mean, as well as you can. I think just to, you know, try and make sure that they...
Yeah, but Andrew Tate never said to go beat your meat to a teacher, bro. Like, some people just take shit way wrong, and some people ask or do crazy things, you know? It's the same thing with other things, like ideologies, right? Like the left. Why aren't you, you know, or the right? Like, oh, it makes radical people, or it makes people do, I don't know, that fucker was probably a weirdo since he was born, you know?
I don't know, see the error of their ways, but I just don't know if it's hitting home.
There's just no denying Andrew Tate's confounding popularity.
I mean, a student gooning to his classroom teacher that's good looking probably isn't the newest thing in the world, right?
The abusing women shit's all a lie. Abusing Bugatti, 100% guilty, put me in jail.
Dr. Sarah Meager from the University of Melbourne is another woman who's seen how promoting the Tates' misogynistic views and flashy lifestyles has warped the minds of young Australians.
Look at my diamond watch, costs $1.4 million.
She's surveyed more than 3,000 parents, teachers, and students as young as 13 about the connection between misogyny and radicalisation, and her results are jaw-dropping. A third say rape accusations are just there to get back at men. Another third that equal opportunity's gone too far. A quarter that feminism should be restricted with violence if necessary. That's unbelievable.
For me, the most worrying ones are probably the consent attitudes, that 25 to 30% of teenagers believe that the marriage contract entitles a husband to sex, regardless of whether the wife consents. How they could be developing these attitudes that it doesn't hold up for women in relationships anymore is pretty shocking.
Dr. Meager. Hell yeah, Wisconsin.
Dr. Meager's work is being taken very seriously. Earlier this month, she gave evidence at the Royal Commission into anti-Semitism. She believes rising misogynistic attitudes are becoming a precursor to more violent extremism, like the Link Cafe terrorist, who had a long history of domestic violence, and the Christchurch shooter, who wrote about the need to control women's fertility to improve birth rates.
What seems to be shared amongst different types of extremist groups are certain attitudes about a natural gender order and the need to if by violence necessary, reestablish this natural gender order.
Well, I mean, to get, let's say there's 2 bathrooms, right? And I have my little daughter in there, and I'm in the boys' bathroom or the girls' bathroom, whatever, and a guy comes in there like a girl taking his whatever out, like, nah, bro, I'm violence, right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't condone violence, okay? But what I will say is that it's because we're tired of it. Like, you get these radical people because we're tired of this shit.
It's no surprise what Dr. Mega blames the rise of social media and the online fame the likes of Andrew and Tristan Tate enjoy. What responsibility sits on their shoulders for causing the attitudes you're seeing in young Australian boys?
About a third of teachers named Andrew Tate in their responses when asked about extremist attitudes in the school.
When I found out I was having a girl, amazing feeling followed by a bit of panic.
Put simply, teacher and new mum Jane Larkin reckons we'd all be better off if Andrew Tate never achieved his infamy to begin with. I mean, I obviously don't have a hugely high opinion of him. I'm sure you don't either. So why are these young boys so enamoured by him?
I think a lot of people, and that's men and women, boys and girls, are lost in society right now. And unfortunately, the ease at which they can access social media is showing them the wrong sort of role models.
I don't think he created this community and this trend on purpose. I think it was, a combination of instinct, whim, impulse, and a lot of luck. He's a very lucky guy.
It's all cause for reflection for Tate's former publicist, Matea Petrescu. Her choice to leave his side, though, seems to be less of a moral epiphany and more a professional frustration as Tate simply stopped listening to her advice. Matea says she even warned him not to fly to the US before he was arrested.
I told them the first time around, don't go to Florida. That was part of my frustration. Andrew doesn't talk politics with women. That's what his lawyer's response was. And he still went. Because he believes that he's invincible and because he believes he's done nothing wrong.
Matea finds herself in a curious position. She probably knows more about Tate's rise and influence than anyone else. So much so, she's writing a book about it, which has a startling conclusion. Time is running out on this idol of misogyny's reign.
That's why my book is called Unmanageable, because he's unmanageable. And he has an ego that broke his entire machine.
Is it all over for Andrew Tate? Is this the end of him?
Yes, this is the end of it. I have no doubt about that.
If this story has raised issues...
Damn, so your own publicist says that it's the end of you, bro. I agree with the not flying to Florida, especially with him fighting with Ron DeSantis and all these other people, all these other politicians, but he wanted to go to Washington. He wanted to talk to all these people he specifically named, the Trumps a lot, and Marco Rubio. But what I will say, bro, is that, at the end of the day, she didn't really smear him that much. She just went on there and said she was frustrated and all this other stuff. The lawyer had no evidence. It's just going to be interesting to see how the rest of this plays out in America, and then if he goes to the UK, let alone the fact of this whole case. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Before I end this video, I also had a video I was watching of Andrew Tate's lawyer talking about the child charges and whatnot, like the allegations he had CP or CSAM material and bestiality. He was talking about it, and he kind of said something weird in there, which really kind of got to me, which was, he said, so this is his Instagram. He said that he was in a group with like 100 people. I think it was on Telegram. That's what he's referencing to. And these people were sending certain weird videos. And I'm like, what the hell? So what, he was in a group where they were sending CSAM material, allegedly? Like what? I'm trying to find the video here. He was sitting down. I guess I don't know if it's when he uploaded. I just seen it. That's weird that I seen it on my phone though. Hold on, sorry guys. Let's see if I wonder if I reposted it. No, I didn't. All right, I found it. All right, it's right here. Hold on. All right, so this to me is weird. Okay, how is he in a group? You know, with these people sharing this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, to me, this was crazy.
Hypothetical real quick. Imagine this. There's a house, and in that house, people come and go. And inside of that house, there's a device, and nobody really knows who it belongs to. But people use it all the time. It's kind of like the house phone, the house computer, the house device. And we're talking about a long time ago, over a decade ago. This is during the time that ISIS is just killing people all over the place. And there's a lot of horrible things that are happening in the Middle East. A lot of us who were around then saw the video of the New York Times journalist who was decapitated. It was horrible. We saw gays being thrown off of buildings. We saw people being lit on fire. Massacres. It was terrible. It was disgusting. In that house, on that device, there's a group chat. And people are sending images. Women and children getting massacred. People lit on fire. People being chucked off of buildings. There's even a video of Western forces going around the back of a building. And when they get around the back of the building, they see a guy banging a goat. They're like, this guy's banging a goat. What's going on? And pow, pow, they smoke him.
What are you getting? Anyway.
They smoke him. There's no evidence that you've ever solicited any of these images or any of these videos. There's no read receipts. No one knows if you've even watched them. And nobody can absolutely say for sure if this phone was even yours. But because you're on a group chat with dozens of, or maybe 100 guys on it, and because people are sending these kinds of images, and because some of these images involve a goat and involve massacred women and children, you've been associated with indecent images of a child and bestiality. And that's what they're telling the world about you. But the truth is entirely something different. Open your mind. You're being lied to.
You know, and I don't know, if it was just war videos, I get it. But, I mean, I just thought that video was weird. So I figured I would show it to you guys before I end the video. But, yeah, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. How do you have a device in your house that you don't know whose it is? And, you know what I mean? I guess if you're rich enough and you have a big enough house and you got a lot of people coming, that could be a possibility. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm just gonna be interesting to see where it goes. At the end of the day, too, you know, you gotta wonder if his lawyer got discovery yet or sees a lot of the evidence that they have against him. And, you know, he would know more than us in a certain sense, too. So let me know what you guys think down below. Is Tate screwed? All right, his publicist turned against him. She said he's done. Do you guys believe her? Is he screwed? Are the Tate brothers done? All right, are they done? Have you put your bets on Kelshi? No, I'm just kidding. Not sponsored. I'm not even gonna do that. Just messed up joke. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Are they gonna get out of jail, or are they gonna go to UK and be smoked? Well, not violently. I just mean like done for, like going to jail, going to prison for life. You know, like smoked, done for, whatever. Shouldn't. Well, just see you in the next one. Yeah, I don't know what's looking good for the. Because I know they granted a bail hearing. It's the last thing I remember. Time goes by quick. Let's look up if there's anything new. See what Traplo Ross has to say. Are they terrorists? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to go fill my coffee quick. I'm just gonna say before we move on, it does seem like Traplo Ross has a problem with the Tates. Like they really struck a nerve with him. So appreciate you guys for being here, man. I appreciate all you guys for being here, man. God bless you guys. Wisconsin, appreciate you guys. Looks like we're a little shadow banned, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes with this week and being consistent. So I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Anyone that is here showing love, much love.
To prosecutors, he's working with terrorists. So this is the latest. He's been referred to UK counter-terror police for this little escapade.
Oh, the situation for Andrew and Tristan Tate just got so much worse, and I can't lie, this is reflecting very poorly on Donald Trump, his administration, and any members of his family who have been advocating for the defense of the Tate brothers over the past few years. There are new allegations being levied against the UK government, against the Tate brothers, surrounding their trip to Russia less than a year ago. They went to Moscow, they went to St. Petersburg, and they were spreading straight Russian propaganda. I mean, the video I'm playing on screen right now is of the Tate brothers in Russia. You can see Andrew on the left right here and Tristan on the right. They are literally wearing Soviet.
Oh my God, internet's broken. Welcome in, Stacy. God bless. Well, good morning. Hope you're having a good day so far. But yeah, oh my God, like arrest him now. Conor McGregor just did a freaking ad doing military stuff too. Like what? Oh, he's in Russia. It's just like they're acting just like when Tucker Carlson went to Russia now. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you, Stacy.
Style uniforms with Russian flags as patches on their arms. These are the very same people trying to make an appeal to Donald Trump and the U.S. justice system, saying that they are loyal Americans who just don't want to be targeted by the system. Well, guess what? They don't seem to be loyal Americans. They don't seem to be loyal to anything other than their own wealth, narcissism, and craving to abuse women who are helpless. I mean, these men are currently being charged for human trafficking, sex trafficking, rape, and child sexual abuse materials. They have admitted on camera to their strategies of taking women who are in very bad situations, either isolated from their family or in a bad financial situation or in a bad mental health situation, and the Tate brothers would manipulate them into doing webcam business for them and then skim off 90% of the profits while paying these women nothing. It's not only immoral, it's like sex trafficking.
So he's basically a little mini Epstein over here, okay? A lot of the same things that Epstein was accused of, Andrew Tate's being accused of. But involving himself with an enemy of the state's military is just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, okay? Now, look, let's be real, all right? The United States and the United Kingdom have been in this sort of proxy war with Russia for years. This is like the new generation of the Cold War. Obviously, the Ukraine-Russia conflict, the West, Europe, the US have been funding it. They've, there's been all sorts of secret training going on, things like that. Now, whether you love it, whether you hate it, it is what it is, all right?
Sorry,
Russia
guys.
is an enemy of the state. Russia has done horrible things to Americans, to British people. They've literally assassinated, ex-KGB agents on British soil, accidentally killed English citizens with chemical and biological weapons. It's disgusting, all right? And because the UK is such bitches, they never trigger Article 5, even though they've literally been attacked by Russia on their own soil. But that's by the by, all right? They're playing the long game. They're deciding to take that abuse on the chin and then just fund their biggest op, Ukraine, and slowly bleed Russia dry. Not interested in your opinions about that. You're not interested in my opinions about that. I do have my opinions about that. But anyway, Andrew Tate has been a Putin gobbler for many years. His love for Russia and Putin apparently stretches all the way back to before 2022. Look at this.
Do you put him as the most powerful man in the world? Putin? Is he at the top, or you put Xi ahead of him?
My view on Putin is very controversial. So I wrap this up with this. I think Putin is misunderstood. I think he's a misunderstood man. I think that he's been in power for a very long time. I think he's extremely smart. I think he genuinely cares about Russia and Russians above.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, does Russia do some messed up stuff? Yeah, but you know what? So is America. Look what happened over in the, you know, with everybody else. What I'm trying to say is that, though, like, I remember seeing this clip of Vladimir Putin saying, you know, it's hard to deal with America because every 4 years they get a new person in. And every 4 years is dealing with somebody different who thinks different, who wants to do business differently, who, you know, might be a warmonger, whatever. And that's true, you know? And I don't know. I remember when Tucker Carlson went to Russia, he got in, got out. Would I agree with all of Russia's laws? No. But, like, I'm just thinking that at the end of the day, I would rather side with Russia than, you know, who.
Other countries. We're living in a world now where it's very interesting to see European leaders self-implode and self-destruct their own gas prices, their own governments, their own businesses, their own populace's living standards because of some idealistic notion that they need to help a nation that they have no direct link to. If I'm a leader of X country, I should be concerned about X country more than I'm concerned about the plight of whatever country. That's my duty and job. I think it's very interesting that most politicians in the world today don't seem to give a shit at all about their constituents. They care about aligning themselves to higher ideologies and self-imploding their own countries and the living standards for this ideology.
Yeah.
Putin doesn't do that. It's Russia first, Russia. Russians, Russia. Russians, Russian. And for that, I respect him. Most other countries don't do that. And what?
So here's the thing, right? We could sit here and talk all day as to why that's not true and why he's an idiot and why really he's just spouting propaganda because he was probably planning to flee to Russia at some point to escape his R word and CP charges. But, okay, just in a nutshell, all right, his assumption on this situation is that, you know, his audience is so stupid that they can't possibly comprehend that countries are big enough and complex enough that they can have multiple things going at the same time. They can do welfare for their citizens as well as spending money on things that they might want to do abroad, all right? It is what it is. You might disagree with the Ukraine-Russia conflict. You might agree with it. You might disagree with what's going on in Iran. You might disagree with Trump. You might agree with Biden. You might disagree with him. But at the end of the day, if America wants to wage a war in another country and then also have a welfare state, it can do that. America, ideologically, is all about freedom, all right? It's the freedom to live, the freedom to die, the freedom to choose your own healthcare, the freedom to be rich, the freedom to be poor. Yes, there's a lot of inequality.
Yeah, that's why we have flock cameras going up around America at an alarming rate, right?
In a more socialist country like the UK, we've got the National Health Service. Now, I'm not saying that the US is better, but the principles of the US is its freedom, all right? And the president can get into wars if the president wants to, all right? Obviously, they need the support of Congress, but we're getting away from the point. American policy is basically anti-Russia, right? Or it's, at least it's supposed to have been. Russia is a big op, China is a big op, and America is playing all these geopolitical games all at the same time. That doesn't mean, all right, that you don't have to, we can't be involved in any wars if we're going to spend money on healthcare and look out for our own people. Like, it's just not relevant. So what Tate is doing is reducing this kind of all of the sum of geopolitical debate into this one tiny point and basically saying, oh, yeah, Putin's so great. He cares about the people of Russia. Don't think he does, all right? For the hundreds of thousands of Russians that he sent into the meat grinder to die in Ukraine over a territorial dispute because of NATO, when NATO hadn't done it. Andrew and Tristan announced that they were heading to Russia. Now, I wouldn't go to Russia. It's a hostile state, all right? They could arrest you. This is the thing. He talks about this stuff. Oh, Putin really cares about Russia and Russians. No, bro. If you say anything bad about Putin in Russia, he will throw you in jail. He might kill you, all right? Look at what happened to Navalny. But as much as, you know, there's a lot of crazy politics stuff going on in America at the moment, at the end of the day, you still have freedom of expression, freedom of the press, and they don't have any of that in Russia. But if you get on your knees, put your knee pads on and gobble up Putin, all right, you might get treated favorably. If you're a billionaire, if you're an oligarch, you might get treated favorably. So he was basically priming up the knee pads, all right, so that he could go to Russia and basically thinking, let me get on another grid. He always talks about getting on different grids, all right? Let me get on another grid and see if I could flee to Russia. So he said, we're going to Moscow. He announced it with his stupid little dance move.
Guys double tap the screen
and
like
this was the plan, all right? They were going to go to Russia.
You're in big trouble now. You can't dance at me.
Get in trouble now. You're in big trouble.
We're about to fly to Moscow.
Go to Moscow.
We're literally about to go. I need to tell my parents that I'm going to Russia.
Wait, I'm gonna tell your parents to come back.
Nice.
Ready?
Nice. Go to Moscow.
So they're lame as hell, right? But anyway, the next day they landed in Moscow, all right, and they were welcomed with a traditional bread and salt ceremony, as is apparently the way in Russia. I would rather get a delicious In-N-Out, but you know, everyone's got their cultural traditions, haven't they? But this is how they got down when they landed in Russia. He said, "Make new friends, but don't lose old ones." Tate's in Moscow. Pulling up to a hostile foreign nation, basically, with the hopes that maybe this would be somewhere he could duck off to when the heat got too hard for the R words. Swarmed by twins.
Get in. Hello. Get in. Find a way to fit.
He said, "I love Moscow. I'll be here a lot. You'll see me, yeah? Yeah?" So this clip got a community note. In the attached video, Andrew Tate is interacting with 3 fans outside a Moscow hotel, not swarmed, which means a large group moving together. So Andrew would then sit down, all right, for an apparent long interview with Rick Sanchez on Russian state media, where he talked about how badly that Britain and the West portray Russia. Nothing to do with any of the nasty shit Russia's been doing for years, all right? I need Telegram. Hang on, I got to back up with this.
We used to, not too long ago, I really feel like 15, 20 years ago, the apparatus, the matrix, the people in charge, whatever you want to call them, they were really concerned about people at home knowing they were lying. They tried very hard to make you believe they were telling the truth. But now they've reached this interesting stage where they're just kind of like, we don't care if they know we're lying. We don't care if they know we're making it all up. Just put it out there. Who cares? So it's like, we know they're lying. They know we know they're lying. And this is kind of, to tie it in, one of the reasons I came to Russia, because I just thought it was really interesting how hard they were trying to lie to me about this country. I didn't know the truth of Russia. It's my first trip. But I just thought, well, you're lying to me about something. So let me go check it out, you know? And ever since, I've been eating gorgeous food, and now I'm on a nice golf course. It is really not what they say it is.
It's really not what they say it is, right? When you're the top G, you're definitely getting the real Russian experience. But anyway, he used this interview to once again claim that he was innocent. He was being targeted by a corrupt system. Now, the Russians know all about corrupt systems, so I'm sure they understood what he was talking about when he said that, okay? Because the whole thing is corrupt. They low-key, like, mastered these corrupted systems, right? And he think the UK is a corrupted system because he can't do the R word on girls there. He said, "Innocent till proven guilty is no longer a thing. I've been tried and they can't even take it to court." Doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like you're getting extradited to face R charges, numerous.
Andrew has not been found guilty of anything.
I've been tried. They can't even take it to court.
Right.
Because you're on the lab, because you're in fucking Russia, in a hostile enemy state.
Well, all we're talking about, one day he was arrested and he's sitting here now. So just to be fair, and I think that's very important, by the way, and I think it's the least we can do to stay.
Well, this is the basis of democracy as we're supposed to understand it, is innocent until proven guilty, but that's been completely inverted. Because if they can slander you in the media, if they can use NGOs to write endless hit pieces about you, if they can debank you and take your money away, if they can prevent you from traveling, if they can attach heinous allegations to your name, well, now you're guilty until innocent. How are you supposed to prove your innocence when you have no social media platforms, no voice, no money, can't travel, can't move, and you're tied up in years and years of pointless litigation? So innocent until proven guilty is one of the foundations of democracy, which has been completely destroyed, along with all the others inside of many Western countries now. And they knew what they were doing, and they knew that I didn't do anything wrong, and they knew it would all amount to nothing, but they still managed to succeed. And
doesn't look like it. It looks like you fled. Looks like innocent until proven guilty, and you knew you were cooked, so you fled. You ran away.
Putting me all over the news, locking me in jail, freezing all my banks, taking my money, keeping me on house arrest for 4 years, leaving me in jail for 6 months. All these things they did to me without even a trial going to court.
I get your point, and I understand it, and I recognize it, and I would tend to agree with you. Our country, the United States of America, I think you hail from the United States of America as well, right? Our country has turned into a very lawless place. There is not a single member of Congress, with the exception of maybe Thomas Massey and a handful of others, who are not on the take. They are legally allowed to be bribed, and judges are all bribed in the United States because they take money from big law firms and then they decide cases on behalf of those law firms. So yes, the system, Andrew, is absolutely corrupt, and you make your case is strong in that regard. But before we leave this, I do have to ask you: forget the law. Forget whether you're guilty or innocent, and right now you're absolutely innocent because you simply have been charged, which means absolutely nothing.
So, all right. it's all well and good saying all of that, right? When you duck in your charges and you finagled and famoosed your way out of them. But when you're actually in detention in the United States, preparing to be extradited to the United Kingdom to face multiple R-word charges, multiple child P charges, it's not a good look. So, amidst that trip, this came out, all right? And let's not forget, we're in a proxy war with this country. Yes, British boots aren't on the ground, but they're sending guns, bombs, military. The US are training people. They're sending, what are they called? They're sending, what are they, Patriot missile. Let's just take it. Let's just make it ours again. This is in the city of Salisbury, England, right? Him and his daughter were poisoned by a nerve agent. You can't come to the UK as a hostile foreign government and use a nerve agent, all right? A police officer was taken into intensive care. This is just one, all right? This is just one. There were other incidents, another poisoning of 2 British nationals, okay? This has happened a bunch of times, okay? They have tried to basically kill people on British soil. They have killed people on British soil with chemical and you know, I don't know if it's a nerve agent as essentially like, it's in a family of nerve agents, a binary chemical. You're using chemical weapons on British soil. You're in the wrong. This is going off track. All right, the Tate brothers seem preparing to join the British Army by Putin. It's a disgrace. Yeah, real tough guys, huh? You don't know what he's doing.
I'm rolling.
I ain't gonna lie, they should have sent him to them front lines. They should have sent him to Mariupol or some shit. Send him in, all right? He a big, bad Russian badass, all right? So they would actually...
I'ma see what this video is about. Stay watching him. We'll fucking go over it. He's just no. What the fuck, bro? Hold on. Let's just get into it, bro. The Tates joined the army in Russia, man.
He says it's the same as a Lada. It's not a Lada. It's not a Lada. He's gonna crash the tank. He's literally driving the tank. That's a complicated machine. That's complicated. I'll explain it to you, because I have to get the hang of it. There's 2 levers left and right. There's a brake and a gas. The gas has a huge delay because it's heavy. You put your gas down, 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing, and then it all starts pulling away. You pull left to turn left, accelerate, you pull right to turn right. If you ever panic, hit the brake in the middle. But the gas on the right has the longest delay I've ever felt of any vehicle ever. Good luck. Hard to drive. Harder than the Lada? If I could drive a Lada, I could drive anything. Weird, right? Some big warrior shit. Just like the Bugatti.
Just like the Bugatti. What a guy.
Ура! 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 Only my camera. Давай. 1, 2, 3. Ура! 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 Guys, спасибо. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Все. One, two, three, let's go! Вот он ты. Давай, my friend. Хорошо. Так, now you, давай. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, все. Все, молодец, good job. Так, now, you mission, you will be shot from the tank, yes? Sure. Okay, пошли. 1, 2, 3, 1, stop!
I wonder what like led them to come on this trip, or like not trip, but like they get to Russia, and I wonder what the conversation was that led to them training with the military, or like going out there and, you know, doing this with the military. That's just Putin's like, you want to have some fun, yeah? You go out with my military, you go ahead, shoot whatever you want. Shoot vans, shoot building, do whatever you want. You know, just go have some fun. Drive tank, grab bullets, refill your weapon, use as much ammo as you want.
Yeah, just like a lotto. With your seatbelt on. I don't get it. My sport watch. Ah, nice. For rough activities. It's only half a mil, so I can damage it. You can blind the enemy with it. Nice. Управление плюс-минус похоже очень. So you're a brilliant driver. Oh, thank you. Пойдем, стреляем. Yes, sir. For home.
Pest repellent. Raid spray has been upgraded.
Thank you. If you understand, you need to say так точно.
Так точно.
Так точно.
Так точно.
Так точно.
Так
Repeat.
точно.
Так точно.
Так точно.
Так точно.
Так точно.
Давай, my friend.
Damn, that's like a replay of what happened earlier. All right, bro. It looks like that's it. I don't know. I'm not surprised that they went there, but I really want to know what led up to that. I mean, I don't know. Them training in the military. I mean, imagine them in this.
At around 3 o'clock in the morning, the Ukraine International Volunteers Unit was woken up for a comprehensive
That $500,000 watch would mean nothing out there.
operation in the Pervomaiske area of the Donetsk region. Before they could make sense of what was happening, they began to get ready. The Russians had launched a major assault. Their mission was to clear certain trenches that the Russians were actively using, as the Russians were bringing in armored vehicles and deploying infantry there. An 8-person team was formed for this mission, and they set out. As they begin
What's crazy watching this stuff too is that, like, we use drones now. Like, you watch videos on Twitter or X or whatever of these trucks pulling up armored in drones, or not in drones, covered in, like, it's like a cage. So like if the drone hits it, it doesn't hit the vehicle directly. Like, warfare is so different now. It's so crazy. Like them running across that road is so much more dangerous than it was, you know, even 20 years ago.
Approaching the mission area, the sound of gunfire becomes audible. Fortunately, they arrive at the Ukrainian position safe and sound.
Клен, попередьте, що гості будуть. Щоб зустріли, показали напрямок липи.
Ukrainian soldiers brief the volunteers on the area and enemy positions. After all, these soldiers are not from this region, and every piece of information they receive is extremely valuable to them. We can clearly feel the tension they are experiencing.
Let's go, boys.
In the soldiers' bags, there is a device that disrupts the operating systems of drones. The moment they step outside the building, a Russian drone appears above them.
Suicide drone? That's CEW working, I think. It went down, keep going. The CEW working. The tank mines, are they? Are there any anti-personnel mines? Okay.
Advancing in open terrain is extremely dangerous. Even if they manage to neutralize the drones, there are anti-tank mines in the area. They need to reach the wooded terrain ahead as quickly as possible. The enemy positions are only 100 meters away from there.
Yo, should I volunteer to go fight in the Ukraine war and just stream it from a GoPro the whole time?
That was a drone.
They finally reached the trench. Ukrainian soldiers were already in the trench, and it is too small to accommodate this many people. The Russians see how crowded it is and will launch an attack.
Okay. There's 2 suicide drones now.
One hit here.
One just hit there too, so 3.
Thank you.
Artillery fire is putting serious pressure on the Ukrainian units.
Yeah, keep lift it up, lift it up. Yep.
Can one of the guys have a look at the...
Among the volunteers, 3 soldiers are wounded, and advancing further in this situation is not the right call. They decide to withdraw.
Get contact, I'm hit!
Yeah. Right, this is Dave. Right, this is Dave.
The volunteer unit contacts the main base to request a withdrawal. One of the soldiers begins coughing severely. He has been wounded by shrapnel during the mortar attack.
We have to move back. Oh, side drone!
Damn, bro.
We need to get back.
That was crazy, bro. That was wild watching that thing go by, bro. What? We gotta watch that again. Dude, imagine that. He just ducks down and it goes right over his head. That is crazy.
We have to move back. Oh, side drone!
Oh, that's crazy.
Good help.
That is wild. What's it called?
We need to get back.
We gotta get out of here, boys. We gotta go. I need to move.
Let's go! Where to? Hold straight out.
For this reason, they choose to remain motionless for a while.
You good, Reese? Yeah.
This lad. We have to move. We have to move. Go inside. Get inside. Just get the inside.
After the last strike, they all run to the shelter, but leave the wounded soldier behind.
Why was he leaving behind? Was he too bad? I guess.
In.
He had lost consciousness and was not breathing. They were forced to leave him behind. About 20 to 30 minutes later, they went back for him, but despite their efforts, they could not bring him back to life. At this point, the unit was in a state of shock. In the first 5 minutes of the operation, they had lost a comrade, and there were many wounded soldiers. From this point on, they simply need to stay safe and wait. After spending 1 night in the shelter, a new unit arrives in the area. The volunteers' new mission was to hold a building further ahead, a former hotel.
Solid copy, solid copy.
We're gonna move along the road to the south until we get to the corner, and then I think there's a building there, and we're gonna get to that and then see what's going on. Okay.
Damn.
Into the building!
The Russians notice the soldiers advancing toward the hotel and begin to attack.
Yeah, I agree.
Inside
Like,
the-
drag them, bro. Like, they have those little handles on the top of their back, right there. You know, drag his ass. You know, but I mean, like, what is there a medic with them? Like, that's the question of like, how prepared are they in this war? You know, like really try and pay attention to what these soldiers have on them and what equipment they're using. You know.
Window! Come on, boys.
Ukrainian soldiers take up position in the hotel building's basement while the volunteers settle on the second floor.
Is there an upstairs?
Yeah, the stairs to your right, go to that first door. Right there.
In the open terrain, an attempt is being made to determine the direction of the enemy's advance. At this moment, the Russians fire a tank round at the hotel building.
What position are the, what direction are the Russians advancing from? Are they coming from the south? They're attacking from that way. There's movement over there, but it's Ukrainians, okay? They're moving right to the left. Okay. Our mortar just hit outside here before. I think through there, we should be able to see. Is that way, southeast.
You mean under the rubble or through that door?
Under the rubble just there.
Okay, we take a look.
Okay. Maybe not.
The Russian tank gives them absolutely no peace. Every time they raise their heads to observe the surroundings, it opens fire.
Take up the tank, Joe.
Yeah, it came from top, I believe.
There's no whistle.
We're good!
Dust clear?
Kinda. This is the second time I've been hit in this position though. Third time. Ryder, this is Jay, over.
Dude, hearing this shit with these headphones is insane. Like, this is wild, bro. That's why I always, you know, me and my daughter, we always think, when we see a military guy, we always thank him for their service or woman.
The unit has weapons available that could be used to take out the tank. But the tank needs to move into a sufficient position first, so they simply have to wait there.
Hey Jay, can you try? He's telling us to move like 600 meters down the road. Like position stalker.
Nah.
And to engage everything in front of us. Yeah, friendlies in front of us.
I'm not getting him.
I'm on channel 2.
Same. Ryder, this is Dave, over.
Stay in your current position. Take cover. Do you copy?
Roger. We're being engaged by, I think, 2 fucking tanks. We can't get eyes on fucking anything, over.
You cut out.
Yeah.
The main base tells them to hold their current position and stay put for now. This appears to be the most sensible course of action for the time being. Let's see what happens next.
We're being engaged by tanks and suicide drones are just watching for us. As well, we can't move anyway right now, over. Anyway, everyone good? Yeah, everyone's good so far. Fucking a few close calls, but we're all right. We've got AT weapons here if they do come in range. So we're just waiting out. Yeah.
Hey, there's a cellar over here.
A cellar?
Yeah, there's a cellar down.
So for those of you who don't know, and obviously for my people, I know they know, but just for purposes of clipping, AT means anti-tank weapon, all right? So just chill.
How big is it?
Big enough to fit like...
Over the radio, a burning BMP is mentioned, and they are asked if they have visual contact with it.
Do you have a visual on burning BMP?
This is Dave. Which direction is the BMP at?
Be ready to move towards south.
The reason they are asking this is that by using this BMP as a positional reference, they will be able to determine their route for the next order.
Ryder, this is Dave. We cannot move right now. We've taken too much direct fire. Where is that burning BMP? Is it Russian?
The volunteer unit has no desire to reach the new position because there are tanks around them and drones above watching their every.
Dude, imagine being in this building that's like damn near gonna collapse. You know? And like there's just tanks, fire, and like drones coming in from everywhere.
Move. If they go outside in this situation, they will never come back.
What? Ryder, this is Dave. we can't leave the building. We have suicide drones flying overhead every 30 seconds. We're still being engaged by a tank where we are. Ryder, this is Dave. I need to know where the Ukrainian positions are. There's a tree line running south. I don't see a road, but I see the tree line. Are the Ukrainian forces along that tree line?
A sniper from the volunteer unit is placed on the upper floor because there is occasional visual contact with the enemy, but they cannot see clearly. This could be an excellent spot for a sniper.
I need you to scan the horizon left of it. I think I see a vehicle, I'm not sure. But you can see it just through this crack right here where I'm standing.
This looks like a plan that could work, but let's watch to see what happens next.
I think it gets high enough. Have a look.
I want to try and use that if possible to muffle that sound.
Yeah.
I don't have a mic.
The Russian tank is absolutely determined not to give them any opportunity. Every round it fires engulfs the building in dust.
You guys good? Get downstairs!
What?
Get downstairs!
You guys okay?
Yep.
Come in here.
Go.
Here.
Yeah, come left. Go.
Anyone new to the stream, man, make sure you double tap your screen and support the channel, like the stream, hit the subscribe button. Welcome in, Blake. And I agree, it depends what position you're in and what's going on. But at that moment, it seemed like that building was so close. It was like, you know, they were under way less fire than they're on now.
What's my fucking weapon?
The upper floor of the building becomes unusable. They are partially trapped there. They cannot hold out for long. They need to change position as soon as possible.
Guys! We might head back to Student.
What?
What?
You got the cellar as well, remember?
Yeah, but this is a bad position. We cannot leave here if they get closer.
Among themselves, they are talking about how bad their current position is, but outside is even more dangerous. In this situation, uncertainty prevails. Waiting there will only slow things down. Let's see how long they can hold out.
Not high enough.
What?
It's not high enough.
Yeah, but I think the anti-drone packs just like detect drones in the area and then scramble the screens on some of them. I don't think it, I mean, obviously then you wouldn't be able to see where you're aiming it, but if you already threw some of those ones, like the ones that they just kind of throw like this, it probably just lands where it lands. I don't know.
Finian.
Yo, right there.
So, this is down that road, or down that tree line, there's apparently a pavement road on the right side. He wants us to go down all the way to position Stalker, which is near that burning BMP. In front of the, or behind the BMP or whatever, like around it, 50 meters, Russians there. He wants us to go along that tree line to the position and then clear it.
Don't go.
Not without knowing those tanks are the AO, man.
Yeah.
We're getting hit by drones, tanks, and indirect.
The new mission location information coming over the radio does not appeal to the volunteer soldiers because it is an extremely dangerous situation. There are 2 tanks outside and drones constantly circling above them. They need to make the right decision here. They wait there for 1 night. The following day, they are evacuated from the location in a Humvee.
Right, I'm gonna go get Genders. Put him in the trench.
Day 3. Although the Ukrainian unit manages to suppress the Russian forces in the area, the Russians are bringing in new infantry groups. This means there will be a second round.
I'm sorry guys, I kind of just got into this video. I don't know if you guys have, but I got into this.
Oh, that's some Russians?
I think that
was just on the other side of the road.
The Russians continue attacking with mortars and drones.
Good. Woo!
Давай еще. Еще давай.
There's a drone coming over top. Drop her drone.
Where?
Drop her drone. Drone.
The primary mission of the soldiers on this front is to slow down the Russian soldiers who have launched a major assault. With so few personnel and so little equipment, clearing the area is not their objective. Despite this, watch carefully the resistance they put up.
How you doing, Swayze? No, it's gone. You all right?
All good?
Yeah. Small arms.
What?
Small arms from south.
Well?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see a target?
I can't from here, no.
God, popping your head up must be so like scary. Like you're in that trench and you just pop your head up. You're like, I hope I don't get sniped. Me too, Stacy. Like we might have to go. Might have to head out there.
Good.
Back left area! Back left!
Back left.
Ukrainian soldiers move out to pull their fallen comrade back into the trench.
I'll go with you.
Cover us, Tracy. Cover in. Let me go first.
Okay. Yeah, drag him out. Let's go. Let's go. Go quick.
Even though their teammate has lost his life, you can see the respect they show for his body. Even thinking about such things in the middle of active combat is extremely difficult.
Come on, pull. Go, help.
Fuck you, man.
The four-person infantry group at the front withdraws and falls back to the trench. While first aid is being administered to the wounded, an assessment of the current situation is being made. As a result, they realize that 2 soldiers are missing.
Friendly's coming! West side! Druzy!
Are those Druzes? Which is west?
Guys coming into our trench, friendlies.
All right. Is all of them here? What's the situation?
Pardon?
Are they all here?
I don't know. Show me the school.
Into Haji. We got 6 present, 2 MIA. 6 present, 2 MIA. MIA. Right now, just 6. No. From Khan's group. From Khan's group. Haji wanted to know about Khan's group. They are present here in our trench. Right now, I have eyes on 6 and 2 MIAs.
The volunteer unit is now genuinely cornered here. They need to get out as soon as possible, but the only direction they can go consists of open terrain, so they need to find another way.
I don't see any blood anymore.
So we have 2 MIA, Epstein and Priest. If they ask over the radio, if someone asks.
Epstein.
Priest. So we have 2
What?
MIA, Epstein and Priest.
Whoa, Jeffrey's out there? What? Whoa, good old boys on the front lines. That's where he went. Oh my God.
Priest. If they ask over the radio, if someone asks. Priest was last man out of the trench. Zeus said he saw him 70 meters behind. That was the last time that he saw him. They're trying to figure it out right now, but if Haji asks, that's the last thing that I got from Zeus.
One of the missing soldiers manages to make it back.
Priest made it back in. Did he?
Yeah,
he crawled back.
He's in the trench?
Yeah.
What about Epstein?
Still missing?
He's crawling over. Priest is pumping. He's coming in.
I'm hit.
Oh,
You're
you're
right.
right.
You're right.
Hit.
You're right, but where you hit? Your back?
Arm tourniquet.
Arm tourniquet. Which arm? Left.
That drone strike was extremely jarring. They were too many in a small trench. The longer they stay there, the more casualties they will take.
Fuck, sorry. Yo, is this Epstein? Is that why his face is blurred?
the more casualties they will take.
That kind of looks like him under there.
Ah, fuck, sorry. There's a gunman. I can't walk on my right.
If you get to the end of the trench, I can help you. If not, we'll get a litter. Yeah, at least try to get to the bunker.
The decision is made to leave that position. First, the wounded and those who can walk are selected as the first group. The rest will move out afterward.
Whoa. You're good. You're almost there.
My knee.
You're almost there. Come on. Drop your kid, dude.
Yeah, pull it. Quick release.
Quick release.
Someone here.
They want to carry their wounded comrades to safety using a stretcher. Advancing this way in open terrain is extremely dangerous. A single drone strike could finish all of them.
Let's go.
Well, it's like at this point, everybody's thinking, well, if we all die, then we die together.
Although it looks extremely difficult, if there are no drones in the sky, their chances of making it out are high. However, this does not mean it is without danger. Let's see together what happens next.
Shooting.
We gotta get in freeze.
We gotta keep pushing to the tree line, yeah?
Oh, yeah, we gotta push. Guys, scoot down so the weight's not all in the front.
Yeah.
If you can. Okay.
How you doing, Twiggy? You awake? He's good.
How many are with you?
Hadi, this Norland. I'm last man. GIA left behind. You copy? Come on! All right, take over. Come on. Start it.
Despite all the difficulties, they managed to reach the safe area. Immediate medical attention was given to the wounded. Evacuating wounded soldiers during active combat is extremely dangerous. The self-sacrifice.
Yeah, that's crazy. The most intense Ukrainian forward ever recorded. We'll move on to something else.
The 40.
We'll move on to something else in a second here.
І продовжимо. Все, погнали. Кулеметник! Вести тільки прицільну стрільбу! Передайте далі! Не палити своє місце знаходження!
While the unit silently holds its positions, on the other side, a wounded Russian soldier is captured. He is interrogated on the spot immediately.
В числе какой воинской части ты сюда прибыл? Мотострелковый. Что по вооружению?
По вооружению приехали, неделю позанимались.
Что у вас по вооружению, по тяжелой технике? Что?
Танка сгорели вот недавно.
Какие?
Наши.
64, 72. Какой танк? Танк. На меня смотри. Какой танк?
I don't want to hear all that, bro. I want to see some action real quick. I'm just kidding.
They spend the night in the.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. All right, hold on. We'll go on to something else. Wonder what else this fucker said real quick. I'm sorry. I just want to see. What should we get into, guys? Body cams or some shit?
So Andrew Tate just posted this on his Instagram saying that he received a 2-year plea deal from the government, but he told them to go shakalaka bum bum themselves. Some would bring up the clip from the ex-publicist of Andrew Tate saying that he lied so much that he believed.
Yeah, bro, I'm just fucking going body cam. Six juveniles flee police in a stolen car. All right, bet.
Mike, get to the front of the car and I'll get the bag.
Holy crap, he zoomed in quick. Woman sets her house on fire during standoff. Oh, Jesus. We gotta watch that one next. Let's click on it so we don't lose.
What began as a routine medical call suddenly escalates when a woman in crisis.
All right, bro. Here we go, guys. Hopefully the stream goes good with this, bro. All right, man. Let's get into it. 6 juveniles flee police in a stolen vehicle. I mean, how much better can it get?
Mike, get the front of the car and I'll get the back.
Oh, they're right up on him, bro.
Moving in, they're in, they're in. Move in. All right, they're getting out. They hit a vehicle on the lot. Boy William. I'm in pursuit. We're going past the front entrance of Home Depot here. One pedestrian, they're back in the store. They're now back northbound in the lot. Looking for the main entrance up the 124. They're going back south. Back south, they're gonna go out the wrong way on Capitol. Going through the grass to Capitol. I'm right on them. They're looking to go east, across all traffic. Stand by, they're going west. All right, they're westbound from 124 on Capitol, lane 2. Coming up some medium traffic, speeds about
6 people in that car? That means there's gotta be 4 people in the back seat.
45. Rear bumpers hanging off. Have someone go to Noodles and check on the vehicle they hit. There was a lady outside. She looked okay. She did not get hit. Still westbound from 128, speeds about 50. 106, I have number 2 behind 141. All right, they're going to make a U-turn, potentially, and go back east on Capitol. Back east on Capitol. Occupied by 5, I think looks like 2 females, 3 black males, hoods up. Right on them, lane 3, speeds 55. 106, I have a third spot behind me. I will take a 4th. Coming up to stop traffic at 128. The area of Capitol and Nathan. All right, they're eastbound, westbound lanes. Light traffic here. They're coming up to 124. They're slowing drastically. Corrected themselves. They are now eastbound. Eastbound lanes. Eastbound lanes. 98 Capitol 6. They're still west of the front and eastbound, out underneath. About a block and a half behind them. We're catching up. Speed's about 80. Yeah, a little bit of traffic. Okay, fair, Capitol 6. All right, they're coming up now. Lane 2, slowing drastically. They're going over to the turn lanes. Now they're coming back.
And this is how you have moments where, like, say these people crash and, like, it boom, 6 or 5 or 4 juveniles are passed away. You know? God forbid. But the stupid people like this, stupid actions like this lead to life-changing moments.
All right, still eastbound lanes. I am number 2. I have an unmarked Ford F-150 in front of me. Not sure who it is. Looking Brookfield. 10-4. I think Brookfield's bowing out. I'm now number 1. Coming up to 100. Speeds 85. Lane 1. Light traffic. No pedestrians.
Should have hit him more.
Positive sticks, positive sticks. Coming up to 92, speeds about 90. They're slowing drastically for the red, slowing. They're going southbound. 9-3, south on 9-3. East on Melvina. They got tires going down. Again, 5 to 6 in the car. We're back north on 9-2. Slowed for the red, worked through the red. Speeds about 55. Again, tires going down. Black Hyundai Sonata, Illinois plates. Occupied by 5 or 6. We're still northbound. Looks like they got left side tires are down. Speed 75, crossing home. 6 are we passing? Affirmative. All right, they're northbound, southbound lanes, intentional here. Very slow, coming up to Congress. All right, we corrected ourselves. Still northbound from Congress. I'm right on them. Left side tires look down, rear bumpers falling off. Black Hyundai Sonata, stolen vehicle. Attempted to steal another in our city. Northbound coming up to Hampton. A lot of smoke coming from the vehicle. Speeds about 80, light traffic.
Use caution, it was used in a carjacking at Brown Deer.
All right, we lost a tire here at Hampton. 45 miles an hour. All right, they just got pinned up.
Dude, bro, W dump truck, bro. Oh my. This is the first time I have ever seen a civilian in a dump truck. This guy probably seen me in the rearview mirror. He's like, oh, hell no. Just pinned him in, bro. I mean, what luck do these cops have, dude? This guy needs to be awarded the Medal of whatever, honor, bro. Something. I almost said purple. I'm an idiot. But W dump truck. I mean, seriously, let's rewatch that, bro. Come on. This is just what?
45 miles an hour.
Guy sees him coming up in the back in the rearview mirror. Guy in the dump truck.
All right, they just got pinned up.
Guy just said, oh, hell no, you ain't passing me. Oh, my
Another
God.
truck. Bail, bail, bail.
Bro, talk about a clown car, bro.
Get him, get him.
Okay, 19 Hampton, Dale, east and north, east and north.
We got two hiding in front of this brick building right here, right across from right by the gas station.
That's right,
Right by the gas station.
That's crazy, too, Road.
Don't move. 141 for the air. We got 3 in custody, 2 went east. We're looking for 2 that went east from here.
I have 1 in custody and 9 at the auto place.
So those are the ones I saw then.
2 out this way. There should be 2 male blacks and black. We're in black. Take her. I gotta check my camera.
These headphones are way too loud.
Good?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to.
MPD squad 740. Show me the area of 9 Hampton. How many in custody?
120, I'll be out at 9 Hampton.
Bro, somebody should be talking to the guy who drove the city.
We got 3 at the gas station.
All right,
We got another one. We're looking for 1 more. I'm just trying to review some footage.
All right. We got 4 out of 5 in custody so far. We're just looking for 1 more. Command, I'll get you a count on how many we have in custody in just a minute.
We got 3 at the Amstar for sure. 2 others went east and north.
What happened to your flashlight?
Oh, that's where I couldn't find it. Probably when I jumped over the car.
Trying to figure out how many. I was counting, but I don't.
And we're 6.
Can you ID the driver?
All right, there's going to be 2 out. The ones we didn't get definitely went east initially.
Here, I might have got them on mine too. I'll be right back.
I made contact with the victim of the Noodles. She's okay.
Okay.
I told her to stand by. If you don't need me here, I'll go back up there and take her.
Excellent. Yeah, that'd be great.
We have anybody back there? I want to see if we got. We might not have the driver yet.
135.
Hey, the driver is a black hoodie, blue jeans, green underwear sticking out. He was second one out of the front.
Black hoodie, blue jeans, green underwear? Yep.
You got a guy?
No, little girl. We're just looking at the last one's gonna be the black hoodie or black jacket.
There's 6 of them. The driver we didn't get yet. He's a black hoodie, blue jeans with the green underwear.
Clear. Is this him?
Gordon's on.
So that's the one I caught right there. So he bounced off and then ended up going.
602 for description.
No, that's not going to be it. He's a winter jacket. That's the driver right there.
Okay.
141, I think we'll look for 1 more. Maybe the driver. Black hoodie, darker blue jeans, thing green underwear hanging out. Looked like he was last seen going north, east. Husky brand screwdriver in the flight path of suspects that were taken into custody.
The light was red.
Yes.
I think none of the cops could get through. This car, when I looked to get over, this car was back where that sign is.
Correct.
So I didn't know they were chasing him. I thought they were just coming to get, and I pulled over. By the time I got over, I was just trying to let the cops through, because it was backed up.
Luckily, officers were able to find the remaining juveniles nearby and take them into custody. This incident all started at Home Depot, where the 6 juveniles were allegedly engaging in a retail theft. When a Home Depot employee reported their suspicious behavior, officers arrived at the location, and the events you just saw in the body cam footage followed. An officer now returns to the Home Depot to get a witness statement from the employee who reported the juveniles.
Where were you when you first saw that?
Yeah, because I seen him around with the screwdrivers and the gloves or whatever. So at the car, we seen him roll the window down.
Trying to steal cars.
And threw this out the window. packaging. Yep. So that was my confirmation. Like, yep, they got it. You know.
The Home Depot employee is likely referring to the packaging of a Husky brand screwdriver, which explains why an officer found one in the flight path of the juveniles after the foot pursuit. The vehicle the juveniles used was confirmed to be stolen, and the Home Depot employee also stated he believed they were planning on trying to steal another vehicle right before officers arrived on scene. The driver of the vehicle was charged with felony eluding an officer, felony second-degree recklessly endangering safety, felony operating a vehicle without consent, and resisting obstructing. The 5 other juveniles were charged with operating a vehicle without consent as a passenger and resisting obstructing. All 6 juveniles were transported to the Children's Detention Center, and all charges were referred to Children's Court. They are all presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Unless you charge. Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, when you're doing that and you're being chased by the cops or whatever, bro, like, you are making a decision to bring those people with you on this chase, and if you mess up and you crash and it's a bad crash, everyone in that car could be done for, you know what I mean? Or you'd be having to explain to your friend's mom why this happened if you survive. Like, stupid decisions like that, stupid, ignorant, you know, decisions like that make life-altering, you know, things happen to you. And, you know, fortunately, these guys were, you know, safe and everything worked out. So at the end of the day, bro, people gotta start making better decisions. That's crazy. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You think the driver got a long time? I bet you the driver got the most out of all of them. All right, let's go. Let's watch that one about the woman setting her house on fire. I feel like that one is gonna be crazy. Since we're shadow banned today, we're just vibing.
What began as a routine medical call suddenly escalates when a woman in crisis arms herself with an 8-inch.
Okay, just chill out and hold on. Okay, let's rewind here a minute and let your boy start recording this. Okay. Woman sets her house on fire during police standoff. I mean, come on. Can it get any better? Shout out Midwest Safety for the video, man.
What began as a routine medical call suddenly escalates when a woman in crisis arms herself with an 8-inch kitchen knife. As Syracuse police arrive, EMTs warn them of the danger inside.
We make her fake. She's like, I want to see your badge right now. So we're like, we don't have badges. We're EMT. And she's like, I'll call the police.
Mom just called 911. So.
All right. She said her husband's asleep.
Perfect.
Hello. My daughter is extreme.
If you could take the knife from her.
I'm going to.
Keep a little distance here. Let's see if she can grab it from her first. Anyone got a taser? Kenji got a taser?
Back up.
I'll leave this going.
Hi.
We're the police, dear. Hello?
Hi.
Can you put the knife down?
My car is right out front. Okay, go turn the lights on. We can have someone go turn the lights on.
Francisco, can you turn
Turn
the
your
lights
lights on. Maybe hit a siren or something.
Can you put the knife down?
You got nuts on you right now. Yeah, we always do.
This is like a juvenile?
We are the police.
I mean, it's a nice getup. Here's my badge. You might kill me to shoot me. No, don't want to do that. What's your name? My name is Mackenzie. What's your name? Don't worry about it. Okay, that's fine. But I am the police, and I'm here to help you. All 4 of you rolled up in one car? No, we got 4 cars here. Yeah? Yeah. So 2 ambulances.
What? She doesn't need help. It doesn't matter the 50,000 things we do for her right now.
What's your goddamn plan? I just want you to put the knife down. Bring the knives now. Okay, knife down. No, it's not. Why are you taking it over there?
Yeah, she's got a knife in her hand.
They're gonna put a bullet in my head. Yeah, they. You're so stupid. You're so scared, naive, and all that. We're gonna both die. Give me the knife. Now.
Does anyone have a shield?
He's got the PRV. I can't get it away. Okay.
What's your daughter's name?
Allison.
You can come out then if she's not really listening. Allison, what can we do to help you today?
Can you leave this property?
Well, we have to talk to you first.
They're not, Mom. No, they're not. I want her removed from my property.
All right, can you come here and chat with us?
We need to get the knife out of her hand
First, you said the door's locked from the inside or the outside?
From the inside, and then there's. Don't give that information.
Yeah, you two go around the back just to make sure she doesn't spin out the back door. We got 2 back doors. You want to go to that one? At least I can get some eyes on it. Can you talk with us?
Oh, shit.
Is that your phone, dear?
Yes, it is. Who are you to do that?
She's not helping the situation. Mom, can you come out and chat with us? We don't want you to get hurt during the mix here.
She doesn't threaten me at all. She's just afraid.
32. Looks like she just picked up another knife. The faster you talk with us, the faster that we can leave.
For the alcohol pills. Yeah.
Colin's got to tell you
You want me to try first?
There's one. Well, hold on.
Why not just walk in and taser?
One more time.
Like, why not just walk in? Oops, sorry guys. Why not just walk in and taser? Like, she's got a knife. Just walk in, taser.
It's me.
Worst case scenario, she doesn't come out. We can slowly go in behind the shield. Taser. We're trying to taser. Nice to meet you. So, nope. Come on, Mom. distract her. Like, we'll probably.
Yeah.
It's like the worst scenario.
Mom's gonna get stabbed. We have no like negotiator.
No. Go ahead. Can you see her in the back there?
I can't see her, but I can just see Mom.
I think she's
All right.
over there.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
If we can get Mom to like unlock this back door off the porch, I can try to sneak in there.
All right, we'll call you back. Mom, can you come back out?
We don't want you to get hurt.
Can you just come back out? No, I know. We just don't want, just in case something gets in a fight here.
While you have her attention, we go in. Mackenzie's got a teaser.
Nope, you're my main priority.
Yo.
I got a back window open if we want to try to call her out.
Is it something where you'd be able to like put a taser in there and just zap her from the outside?
Yeah.
It's a girl. Yeah.
Don't spook her though. Don't open the window yet.
Allison, we can't leave, honey.
You have to.
I can't.
Can you hit that taser? Try. Dang it.
I'm all set, honey.
You may be all set, but I'm not all set.
open the doors.
It's okay. Let's just wait a second. I don't want to get her.
I just want you to put the knives down.
For now, we're okay.
If we need you to do something.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna do something. No.
Do you understand that there's footage of you assholes around the house?
Yeah, I have a body cam too.
Came to the wrong place, didn't I?
What can we do to help you?
You can call me on my cell phone.
No, we gotta come out.
Dee! Mom!
Just respond. No, don't say what.
Mom!
What?
Why is this happening?
Because you had the knives in your hand.
Because you had the knives in your hand and you asked me to call the ambulance. So it's happening because you asked me to do so.
I want to go with the real cop.
Well, we are the real police. Why don't we get into the ambulance so you can go to the...
So you guys can't pay for this. That's just insanity.
Something's burning.
Do you have candles or anything?
No.
It's your mother.
Tell them to leave.
It's your mother.
Here, what's going on?
It smells like popcorn.
What are you doing, Allison?
I'm gonna wear this girl down. Got nothing for time.
Yourself, please help her.
She was... What was on fire?
Her cigarette. She's smoking.
Okay.
All right.
Allison, can you come out so we can get you in the ambulance?
Do not apologize.
You know, the fact that these cops are not walking in this house and just trying to, ask Mom, does she have a firearm? Is there anything else besides the knives in her hand? Walk in there and tase her, bro. Like, what's she going to do? Throw the knife at you? Like, just go in there as a group. Where's the shield at? Like, go in there and tase her and neutralize the threat. Go in there and
Allison?
taser, take the knife.
No. I know.
We're going to go in.
Allison, can you go to the ambulance now or no? Allison.
I can hear you.
Okay, when you answer me then, please?
No. Come in here.
So where's your blood? All over her or like on the floor?
On the floor.
I'm not coming out.
I've had enough of this.
Don't come in here.
Why not?
Because you're not the police, and I swear to God.
We have badges and guns, dear.
Okay.
And
Next door neighbor.
and radios.
Respect that 100%. Allison, you're really upsetting your mom.
She's upset and crying.
She might have to go to the hospital.
Thank God there's an ambulance out there. Don't come in here. Mom!
What?
Your mom's very upset. She's not doing well.
Put the knives down and you can come out and check on her.
Allison?
I just don't answer.
She can't answer you right now. She's not doing well, Allison. No, she's not.
Dude, this is so stupid. They're just like so dumb, bro. They should have been in this house by now.
Able to walk. You're the only one that can help her. I think something's wrong with your mom. Can you come look?
Allison, do you love your mother?
She's having a hard time breathing.
She's having a hard time breathing?
The longer you take, the longer that doesn't help.
And if something happens to her, you're gonna feel pretty awful about that.
Mom!
Oh, she just left.
She's outside now.
Why did she leave it?
Because she's not well.
Get out! You come in here! Ah!
She's outside, Allison.
Just get up. Allison. Throw over, son. Why don't you just look around the corner here?
Now.
Take this window apart to get in.
Where's Tony?
Tony's not here
I
anymore.
want to talk to Tony.
Everyone's out of the house except you.
Can you please come help your mom?
Hey! What's wrong with her? You got an ambulance out there, right? You got EMTs.
What if you never see your mom again?
Where's she going? Probably your mom.
I don't need your help. I need you to leave. Leave! Better not hurt her.
No, she's upset.
Who are you up to this? I want to know why.
Can you ride in the ambulance with your mother?
It doesn't answer my question.
Well, your mom called 911 because you wanted the police, so we came.
Why is this happening right now?
She's walking her overnight. She's obviously a threat to herself.
Go get her.
She's getting treatment right now, Allison.
For what? Say.
For all this. She's not here anymore,
You gotta be
Allison.
in the
I
house,
tried to
bro.
get you
Like,
out
this is
fast enough so you could go with her.
You can ride in the police car or you can ride in the ambulance. How do you want to go?
I want to see the police car.
Okay, why don't you put the knives on and come out and you can look at them?
I'll be driving to the driveway.
Are you
She'll be fine. You take care. You don't want me to bring you to your mom? No. Allison.
What was that?
What did she throw?
Allison, what did you throw?
Just go in the house, bro.
Allison. Leave! What do you want to talk about?
Why you're holding two knives?
So I can close up.
Why would you want to do that? We're here to help you.
32, you might want to start a fire. You got smoke in the kitchen. She lit a fire.
Is there a fire, Allison?
All right.
We need to know if you lit a fire in there. Did something
Like,
happen?
they have the shield. Why are they not in there yet? Like, this is just what I was talking about before in prior streams of, like, just sissy policing, bro. Like, cowboy up and get in there and just taser. Like, a lot of this can be prevented if they just don't sit here and procrastinate. And obviously talking's not working. It says time since police arrival, an hour and a half. Bro, like, why are you not in the house?
Happen?
No, I can see flames. I know, it's a good whatever she's got going.
I need you to level with me. What's going on in there, dear?
I need you to leave.
We can't. I'm sorry.
Let's get him out. You might put the shield on me.
Sir, can you come out? I'm sorry. There's I think a small fire in your kitchen. Sorry, man.
Just be advised, fire's been started.
We need you to work with us. We know you're scared. We're not trying to make you more scared, but we need some cooperation here, okay?
Don't come in here.
What did you set on fire?
You can leave. Allison.
She comes out with a knife.
Leave.
Get her to come to us, because at least we got it. She's got two knives.
Don't come in here.
Allison, is the fire out or is it still burning, dear?
Allison, you gotta come out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This is ridiculous. If they would have just went in there right away with that shield, a lot of this could be prevented. Like, this is wild. They all draw their guns at a book being thrown at them.
Allison.
Have them stage out there because they're not going to come in. Yep. Yeah.
Allison, the fire department's here.
She's hiding behind the freezer door. Still has both knives.
Allison.
I'll give them a couple minutes to make some headway. After that, this is escalating to a different situation.
Yeah, exactly. Allison, you got a couple minutes and then you gotta come out here. Come on.
If you don't come out, we're coming in.
Where's she and go grabbing the shield and we'll do all this?
Oh, you come in here.
No, we're gonna come in. You gotta come out.
You got to leave.
You can see her now. So she's got two knives and she's pretty cut up on that left side. If we can get her to come here, hit her with a taser.
Yeah, I'm going to try to just say, like, hey, I'm with the crisis response team. If she hears a new voice and if that fails, then yeah, let me try. Allison, it's Officer Nico at Syracuse Police. I'm new to the situation. You want to talk to me? I'm part of the crisis response team. I literally just got here, so I have no clue what's going on. Listen, we want to leave, okay? But we have to figure out we can't let you light your house on fire, right? And we can't have you armed yourself with weapons. Where's your mom?
She's at the hospital.
Your mom's at the hospital.
I can see her right now in the door of the kitchen, but she's got both knives covered in blood.
I know you don't want us here, but I just told you we can't leave until you continue to talk to us, right?
We're going to communicate to the back. Okay. She can see us.
She at least was responding. Which window is it? That one right there?
Mom?
To us. Yeah, the mom's over here. Okay.
Your mom?
Yes.
Does she have any boyfriends, friends?
Not on good terms. Yeah, that fire's getting huge. Allison, if you don't continue to talk to me or come out, we're going to have to come in there, okay? That fire is way too big.
That one?
Yeah, smoke it out.
Yeah, but they don't want anyone on that side now because we don't want rounds going towards people.
What does she like to do? Any hobbies?
She's artistic.
Does she like to paint?
Yeah, paint,
Or do
draw.
everything?
Why don't they just go in there? Like, I just don't understand this here.
Very good.
Let me see if we can get her going on this.
The fire's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger. We're going to have to move everyone out. 411 units on scene. Is everyone moving away from the front of the residence? Yeah, there's a legit fire. Dude, I can see the flames.
Let me see you put the fire out, and we won't go
They're
in there.
just laughing about this girl's having a whole mental breakdown, and they're just laughing about the shit she's doing, bro. Instead of cowboying up, going in there with the shield, tasing her, and getting those knives away from her.
She loves to doodle. Okay.
Do you have any of your paintings or drawings in here? We wouldn't want those to burn, right? I can see the
Taser, pepper spray at the same time, and boom.
So why don't you just turn the fire off so we don't have to come in there?
You ready? Sorry, brother.
Allison, come on, go.
You got a fire, Allison. You gotta come out.
Allison, you got to come out now. Let's go.
LT, she's still right inside the kitchen behind the freezer door.
Right to the right when you enter that kitchen area.
Allison, you have to come out, okay?
Be advised, we got an active fire now.
Allison.
Fire, you can tell, is really big in the kitchen. Allison, we have to come in because of the fire, okay?
Does anybody have Leslie from here? Like, shotgun Leslie?
No, there's just only a taser up there.
This is the worst approach.
It is.
We got to go.
Can we at least take that door with like a ramp?
Is she going to come this way?
She can. That's the problem.
Here, everybody else inside the house.
What the hell is that?
It's just a fire cracking.
Yeah, the smoke is getting real heavy in the house. We're gonna have to move. We should move now.
It's like how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb, right? Like that's what I feel like I'm watching.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bear. Where does this lead?
Right to this little cubby.
Take that and go right now. Can I get a right helmet?
Nah, I mean, no.
Ask if anyone's got a right helmet on the air. She's spraying.
Where is she?
Allison, I'm making an entry.
Allison! Holy sh**.
Got push.
Yup, come on, we gotta go.
Hey, you got taser.
Yup, taser.
Let me see your hands!
Flanagan, they're coming from the left.
Allison, let us see your hands. We don't want to hurt you.
He's behind the freezer.
Yep.
Behind the freezer.
Can you guys see?
Push, gotta push. Allison, drop the knife out.
Look at how she dropped. This could have been done so long ago. Like, we're 2 hours in since the cops arrived. They should have done this as soon as she said, no, I'm not coming out. Go grab the shield and let's go in there. She only has knives. It's taser. Like, what?
Got another taser. Please, got a taser. Get her.
This might be the worst the worst ever video I've watched of cops on how they handle a situation. Worst.
Put the knife down! Get out the shield. Shield up front. Get out shield up front. Push down. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. I need more tasers.
Drop the knife. More tasers. Reload. Reload one if you got one.
Claim it if you have to. Who's got
Drop the knife!
Read another taser.
Drop the knife! Put the knife down! Drop the knife!
Why did no one grab her or put their feet on her hands or put their, and grab the knife? Like, what?
Heads up, she's standing up.
She's standing up. Get her again.
I got one too.
Anything? Through the hole.
No. Try again. Get another one.
Watch
Get in there.
crossfire. Watch crossfire.
No, get another one.
Hell, come up.
Get another one. Nope, she's up.
She's up.
She's up. Nope. She's up.
Allison, drop the knife.
Drop the knife!
Get another taser.
Go through there.
Keep there. Keep there.
Look at the taser.
He'll go. Gotta go. The active. Gotta go.
We gotta go. Active. Go.
Gotta go. Gotta push.
Get in there. Drop it! Drop it! Drop the knife!
So your leg back up. Only.
Drop the knife!
Get one.
Who's got our taser? Help.
I got it.
Get right behind you.
We help. What do you need? Get a good hit on her. We got a taser.
Gotta push, guys. Gotta push.
We gotta go in. Breathe.
Gotta push.
Jesus. Who's in the back there?
She's got the knife in her hands. Allison, drop the knife!
You gotta push.
Get out! Come on, Allison. We don't have to keep doing this. She's still looking at us with a knife. Allison, come on, please.
Hose line, right?
Drop the knife.
Yeah. Good. Just drop the knife.
Just extend it. She's in this corner. I got you.
Hold her. Hit her in the fire.
That's it. Move back. I can't see. I can't see. She's moving.
Get out! Drop the knife! Put it like that! Back up.
I got lethal cover. Hey, back up, bud.
Back up. She got the knife in her hand. I'm out of taser.
Fire's out. No. Shots fired.
31 shots fired. 4-4,
You alright?
Yep.
All right?
Good.
Yep, we're good.
Drop the knife!
It's out of her.
Good. I can't breathe.
Good.
The one's out of her hand. Move it.
All right, EMS. Start CPR. Watch the knife. Come on. I got one. Good, Dragger. Come on. Move back. That way. Players right there. We're going now. Move. We got both guys.
Advice upstairs. Shots fired on the patient.
Anyone else?
Got it.
Just get her.
everywhere. I saw one in the face or chin.
One to the chest.
The mom and the dad, the boyfriend said there was no one else in the house but them three.
A New York Attorney General investigation revealed the scale of the shooting that led to the death of Allison Lakey. 4 officers fired 16 rounds as Allison ran towards them wielding 2 knives, striking her 13 times in less than 3 seconds. While wounds were found across her body, the most serious entered her chin, neck, and chest. She also suffered lacerations and injuries consistent with taser exposure. Her toxicology revealed a considerable factor. Allison had significant alcohol in her system, along with cocaine, a substance created when cocaine and alcohol are combined. Together, the drugs can intensify their effects and have been linked to paranoia and unpredictable behavior. Investigators found the officers perceived an immediate threat to their lives. Ultimately, the Attorney General's office could not prove that deadly force was unjustified, and no criminal charges were filed.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like I said, I think they should have went in that house way earlier, but what do I know? I'm not a cop. At the end of the day, bro, they should have went in that house way earlier. I feel like stuff could have been prevented if they had just went in and tased her to begin with and figure out, you know, just did something instead of waiting until she started the fire, which like intensified everything, you know, made them think different, made them approach things differently. Like they should have just got in there as soon as they could and tased her, got all the less lethals ready, and went in there and did the job. You know what I mean? And now she lost her life because of it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think they could have done different in the comments. I appreciate you guys for being here. See you in the next one. Alright, we'll do one more video and then I think I am going to get off. I don't know how many videos I just recorded today, but I recorded a lot, so. My mouse died. It's rough.
What's going on?
A 911 call from a suburban home leads officers to a grisly discovery as detectives work to determine whether it was a random act of violence or something far more calculated.
I see this on YouTube. I see this on videos. I can't believe this is happening here.
Just before 5 a.m. on Monday, December 15th, 2025, a mysterious 911 call comes into the Clovis, New Mexico Police Department.
Someone in my house.
With the caller unable to identify themselves before the line goes dead, officers are dispatched to the quiet residential neighborhood and approach the home's open garage.
26, could you get a 6-8 at the garage door? Close behavior assignments unknown! Close behavior assignments unknown! Close behavior assignments unknown! Hello. What's going on here?
Sorry?
What's going on here? We just got a call that somebody's trying to burglarize a house, and I'm making announcements. Can hear somebody inside, but you're not responding to me.
Just got up.
You just woke up? Is your front door and garage door usually open?
No.
The young man is 19-year-old Darren Munoz, who tells the officer he lives with his parents, both of whom are still asleep inside.
You want to wake them up first, or?
I mean, if they're not up, yeah, I'd like to wake them up, because like I said, we got a call for a burglary in progress.
You want to wait here? I don't think they don't sleep with clothes on.
Okay, yeah, if you want to go tell them to wake up. Is everything good? Nobody else is in here that I need to know about?
As Darren heads inside to wake his parents for the officer, the first piece of a much larger mystery is about to emerge.
Charlie 26 video, who is the caller on this? What's going on?
Pull blood.
26 video, send me EMS, we got to pull the blood. Stay outside.
In the back.
Where?
Back.
Back? Stay outside.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
2650s. Tell them to step it up. Looks like a possible GSW to a female or a male.
Which one? Which one?
Oh my god.
Clear the house. 26 other units, step it up. Get back over here. We might have somebody still inside.
Officers clear the house but find no one else inside.
All right, just stay outside for now. I don't need you going back in, okay? I'm gonna get you into my patrol unit, just as security for now, okay? We'll figure out what's going on, okay? He's got a pool of blood coming from his head. She's got blood coming from her nose, possibly 10-7 already. She's got a pool of blood. Yeah, she's covered. She's... Nope. They're so warm. I'm not feeling a pulse.
The victims are 71-year-old Dinah Munoz and her husband, 59-year-old Oscar Munoz, who goes by Steve. Both appear to have suffered gunshot wounds to the head.
Damn.
While Dinah is already dead, Steve clings to life, but just barely. Paramedics rush Steve to the hospital, hoping they can save his life. As day breaks, detectives retrace the family's movements before the shooting, canvassing the neighborhood for leads.
Yeah, we're assuming it happened around 4:45. We didn't hear
He just looks like he did it. I'm sorry.
anything, but my dogs, and I have a German Shepherd, and that German Shepherd was on patrol at 4:45.
4:45?
Yeah.
Okay.
Detectives then speak with Steve's sister Angelina and her husband Henry, who live directly across the street and are still unaware of the brutality that unfolded.
All right. So I'm Detective Zach Farley with Clovis PD. We had an incident happen across the street with, I'm guessing, your sister?
My brother.
Your brother across the street. We can't really go into a whole lot of details at this moment because it's still an active investigation.
What is CSU? Who are these people?
That's our crime scene unit that's here for pictures and stuff like that of the scene.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
I see this on YouTube. I see this on videos. I can't believe this happening here. Is it that bad?
Yes, ma'am.
Detectives ask Angelina and Henry whether their surveillance cameras captured anything, but the footage reveals only a figure running away from her brother's house around the time of the shooting. Detectives ask them to come to the station, where they're briefed further about the incident.
The call was for a burglary in progress. And when we arrived there, we found two people that were shot. Right now, your brother is being flown to Lubbock for medical care. He's not dead. He's still fighting.
Where was he shot?
He was shot in the head. But
In the head?
In the head.
According to police reports, the bullet entered through Steve's right cheek and exited the left rear of his head.
It was through and through, but he's not dead. There's a good chance that he's going to make it, but there's not trauma center here at PRMC. In order for him to get the care that he needs, he has to go to Lubbock.
What about
Dinah,
Dinah?
she was deceased on scene. And that's why we're currently investigating what's going on and trying to figure out everything that's going on right now.
Where's Darren?
Darren is in a separate interview room.
We can't see him.
No, not right now.
When asked about Darren, his aunt and uncle describe him as quiet, helpful, and respectful, saying they never noticed any problems between him and his parents. They explained that Steve and Dinah had spent the last few days in San Antonio celebrating their anniversary, leaving Darren home alone until they returned the day before the shooting. While Steve fights for his life in Lubbock, detectives search for answers from the only witness they can still question. With blood from the crime scene still drying on his hands, Darren is brought into an interview room.
Darren, I'm an investigator, and what we're trying to do is trying to figure out what's going on and what's happened, okay? And unfortunately, you're the only one that we can get information from right now. Would that be okay? He's at the hospital right now. I don't know that yet, okay? This is pretty bad in the sense that it looks like they were possibly shot while they were sleeping, okay? Who would want to see them dead? Who would break in the middle of the night?
My dad is not like by a lot of people. Me and Dinah would joke about, she was joking about not sure why she married him, because all the Clovis was told not to because they don't like him.
After getting access to Dinah's phone, detectives review the home surveillance footage from the previous night, capturing someone entering through the open garage. Seconds later, the unmistakable sound of a handgun slide being racked echoes from the garage.
Oh my God.
Investigators can't tell who was caught on the footage, but when they speak to his friend, it becomes unimaginable that the person with the gun is Darren.
You know, Darren's never showed acts of violence ever. Like, to us, like, he's like the out of the friend group. You know what I mean? Like, if there's going to be a fight, he's like, oh no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've bet my life I wouldn't. No, you would never hurt a fly.
When was the last time you actually saw him and talked to him?
He went over the house the day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday? Did he seem okay? And
Darren Darren's normally real like, hi, give me a hug and stuff. He's not a bad kid.
Right.
And he was super standoffish. I went in there to try to talk to him, and he was kind of weird. He just kind of kept his.
Which when Darren came over, he was kind of hiding his neck as if he was like hiding something. Okay. Which I don't know if he has like marks or something.
What happened to your neck? What happened to your neck?
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm assuming you have a girlfriend?
yeah.
So what's her name?
Gabby.
how long have Darren and Gabby been together?
Probably like the last 2 months. They will not admit they're together, but they've been messing around for the past 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did it become official, I guess?
Yeah, right, Stacy?
Like last week, literally, last week.
Officers bring Darren's 17-year-old girlfriend in for questioning, where she admits she spent the weekend with him while his parents were away, something neither of their parents knew about. But the hoodie she's wearing bears a striking resemblance to what they saw on camera, leading to a confrontation.
What if I told you that there's a camera that showed me walking up like around?
Damn, the crazy girlfriend.
So y'all are saying I was out at 4 a.m?
We do have camera footage, and it's somebody who looks an awful lot like you.
You don't want to get in trouble for stuff that if you would admit. Yeah, I was at home at 4 a.m. I think you're still in probably the same place from the video. What?
There's.
And I mean, it's you, right? I mean, I'm going to call my mom because I was at home at 4 a.m.
While Darren's girlfriend waits for her mother to arrive before answering any more questions, detectives turn their attention back to Darren, searching for any reason he may have wanted to harm his parents.
And you have a good relationship with your dad, you said? What about with your stepmom?
Yeah, I have a close relationship with her. She raised me since I was about 1 years old.
So she's pretty much been your mom? Okay.
His girlfriend's mother shows up a short time later, and the girl lets her know immediately what she thinks of the detectives accusing her of being the one in the surveillance footage.
Gabriella. Hey, no, you keep your mouth shut and you do not talk to her like that. Okay, out at 4 in the morning. I know you weren't out at 4 in the morning because I talked to you before I left. But you have to be honest because you can get in a lot of trouble for this if you get something. And then they said that you spent the night at Darren's house the weekend when you told me you were at house. I mean, the truth will set anybody free.
Darren's girlfriend claims she left his house before his parents ever returned from their vacation and was in bed when the shooting took place.
She was home. I was home. She was home. I swear that on the Bible, on Diosito, she was home. I wouldn't lie for nobody. I wouldn't get myself in trouble.
According to police reports, phone records corroborated the timeline of their call.
What wakes you up? Nothing woke you up. It wasn't until the officer was in the garage? Okay.
The idea that Darren could have slept through multiple gunshots just down the hall seems difficult for detectives to believe, though they can't completely rule it out. But there's one detail they find impossible to ignore.
I listened to the 911 call, and in talking to you, I can tell that that's your voice.
Clovis 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Where's my house? You gotta own it, man. Why? Why would you lie about that? Do you lie all the time?
No.
Is that something you make a habit of?
So anything that you're telling us, we're gonna, try to find out if that's the truth or not. If it's not, I will come ask you about it, okay?
After the detectives leave the room, Darren invokes his right to an attorney, bringing the interview to an abrupt end. Their best lead remains the unidentified person seen entering the house before the shooting, so they return to Darren's girlfriend and confront her with the surveillance footage.
Go again. Wait, pause it on the... Go back. Okay, pause it right there.
Those your shoes?
They look like my shoes, but I wasn't there last night.
Those look like your shoes, but you weren't there last night. Do you see the hair?
Yeah, the hair.
It goes down here.
The hair looks like it stops right there. It looks like someone has a do-rag on. Because look, you can see how short the hair is.
It's not you.
It's not me, because look, this shirt has his logo on it. The hair stops right there. When it moves, you can see the logo. The hair stops.
Okay. So tell me who would that be?
That was me, sir.
Tell me who it was.
I have no idea who that was.
The closer detectives examine the footage, the less convinced they are that Darren's girlfriend is the person on camera. Just as that lead begins to unravel, Darren's friend shares a detail that provides the break they've been searching for.
It's just like crazy. Like, he's really, really smart because Darren had built a ghost block. He has built that gun piece by piece. Like,
According to the ATF, privately made firearms are assembled by someone other than a licensed manufacturer and typically lack serial numbers, making them difficult to trace and earning them the name ghost guns. After learning Darren may have constructed one of his own, the detective asks his girlfriend about it.
Who had that block last? The 9mm. Who had the 9mm last?
Darren and his girlfriend were part of a close-knit group of friends that included 18-year-old Julio Zamora.
When was the last time you seen Julio with it?
Last night.
Right.
We were sent strict. He was parked in the Hobby Lobby parking in the truck. It looked like, you know, I don't know if you know, but Snapchat, you could send streaks back and forth, and that's how you build your Snap score. We were sending them in whatever streaks he had to go block.
You know, I love you regardless, but you need to cover your because this is a serious situation.
Just tell me.
If you have anything on them that they were doing that you've seen or whatever they were talking about, you let this lady know now. You ain't worried about who's going to be friends and who's what, who gets the best friends, because that ain't none.
Okay, well, I didn't do it. I wasn't involved in it, so...
I know, but we need details of stuff that you know.
Charges that are accessory or conspiracy. Who is the person that was going to take care of it? What was your understanding?
It was Julio.
With Gabby's account tying Julio to both the ghost Glock and the alleged murder plot, detectives waste little time turning their attention to finding him. Though he initially proves difficult to locate, officers eventually catch up with him.
Care if I look here?
Go ahead. Is that real? That's not your playgun, is it? He has a playgun.
Yeah, there's a gun in here, bro. Real gun? Yeah. You want to get paper?
Yeah. All right, man. Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
For the first time, detectives believe they know who pulled the trigger, but identifying the shooter only raises an even bigger question. What was the motive?
I mean, at this point, I don't know if we're making it clear to you that you might as well come clean. You know, we've spoken to the girls.
So you were clearly misguided, all right? And you were led astray by this guy who wants you to take the fall for it. So don't be that fall guy. But if you want to be that fall guy, you need to tell us the truth that we already know. It has to come from you. If it doesn't, it's going to look that much worse. You're going to look like that monster if you don't tell us the truth.
Yeah, it's because he kept making a plan. He kept saying it for like 2 months constant. Kept going, and he kept saying this, and all that. Honestly, in my opinion, I should have never did anything. I should have just walked off.
I understand that.
I was there for a good 10, 15 minutes.
Can you tell us what happened when you were in there?
I held the gun against my own head, debating it, because I didn't want to do anything. I was scared.
Was Darren up?
I don't know. I don't know if he was up or not. I walked in there and I was in there for like 10 minutes, didn't know what to do. I was going to run off and just leave it alone.
Did you end up doing it?
Yes, ma'am. Now I feel guilty about it, and I don't know.
What were you thinking?
I wanted to. That's what I was thinking.
So, why would you shoot the mom in the head?
I don't know. I got scared when I pulled the trigger once, and then jumped and.
Was the gun that was found in the car with you the gun that you used?
Yes, sir.
It just has to come from you, so that way we know whose role was what and who really was the ringleader and who wanted this done.
Darren wanted it done.
I told you that Darren wanted his dad dead, and he said that he was going to, Julio said that he'll do it. For money, I don't know how much money.
How much did Darren think he was going to get?
I don't know, a lot of it.
According to police reports, Darren told his friends his father owned a chain of local convenience stores, leading them to believe he would inherit the businesses. In reality, however, Steve did not own the convenience stores. According to his LinkedIn profile, he was a district supervisor. Oscar Steve Munoz later died at the hospital from his injuries.
All right, man. Is there anything else you think that we need to know about this? Anything you want to tell us?
Darren, I think there is another thing, because Darren, he also said that he would kill me if I didn't do anything.
So you were scared.
Yes, that's really what it was too.
Their life is over and your guys' life is over.
According to court documents, 19-year-old Darren Munoz was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and criminal solicitation to commit murder. 18-year-old Julio Zamora was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder. Prosecutors are seeking a life sentence for Julio. Both have entered a plea of not guilty, and the cases remain ongoing. No one else has been charged in connection with the case. Watch out.
And he was even smiling at the end, dude. That one kid was even smiling at the end. That's freaking crazy, dude. Some people just have no care for life, no regard for anything. Just, you know, can give a shit less if they take someone's life or take their own life. It's sad. And, yeah, they deserve to go to jail for the rest of their lives, man. I appreciate you guys for being here today, man. God bless you guys. Looks like we're a little shadow banned, but we're going to be consistent this week and be on every single day till Friday. So we're going to run it up. We're going to get back on in the algorithm. And we're going to keep working hard, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. God bless you. Stacy, Two Worlds. Skippy isn't here, but I got to shout him out. I always shout out my main people that support me, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the gifts again, Stacy. Much love. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and God bless.